Hello everyone, and how is everyone? That's a lot of everyone, isn't it? I am back. We are going to play some Walk for Frog, a demo of it that I got sent over as a Steam curator. And we're going to play a little bit of World of Warcraft Classic. I shall warn everyone now. Hey, alright. I was about to say, thank you for being second, alright. And thank you for being first, Woody. Yeah, I'm a little bit low energy today. I managed to get some annoying news last night. It's good time to get annoying news at about 4:30 p.m. on a Friday when you're looking ahead and being all, it's fine, I got nothing planned, it's all good. But anyway, I can't really be bothered to... Ooh, Raiders! Hey Raiders, welcome in! Hey Yuki, how are you doing? That is a speedy shout out, Woody. Funny enough, I was looking on your stream earlier, Yuki. I'm just gonna, while we talk, I'm gonna find the volume for Walk for Frog in the background because it is slowly sending me insane. That's better. We'll turn it back up when we play. Hey everyone! Hey Jackie! Hey Bib! Hey Yuki! Hey Infinity! Hey Soul! Oh, there we go then, Woody. You knew they were coming. But hey, welcome in everyone. How are you doing? How was Red Dead? I was watching a little bit of Red Dead earlier. I'm trying to watch it without taking it in, if you saw what I mean. You know, I'm there for the vibes, but I haven't played Red Dead 2 yet. So I'm trying to not fully absorb what I'm seeing. But how are you doing? Yeah, I was eating some breakfast too while I was watching. If you need a raid and run, I don't know what time it is there for you, but if you need a raid and run, go, go, go. Hey Lou, how are you? So yeah, I was just saying, we're having a slightly low energy stream today because I got some annoyingly stressful news, kind of late-ish Friday. It's kind of... I had a nice weekend lined up of just relaxing and not really thinking about the world. And now I'm a little bit, oh great, thanks world. Hey Reggie, how are you doing? So yeah, so we're going to dive into a little bit of Walk for Frog because I fancy checking it out. And I got sent a code for being a Steam curator. And I'm going to play some World of Warcraft Classic. And then I'm going to, not bedrock, but I will go hide in a corner somewhere for a bit. It's been amazing as always. I totally get that. Bib can't be too mad at me for talking over the cutscenes if I'm helping avoid spoilers. I didn't see the cutscene, but I did see, as in I saw the chat of Bib being a bit... You've talked over... it was clearly a very powerful cutscene, but thanks to Yuki, I don't really know what the cutscene was. So that... You did good. Well done, Yuki. Those M&S shortbreads are amazing. They are, Miss Rachie, yes. I think I need to buy myself some more of those. Because I do have a £10 voucher for M&S. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go spend that soon. Okay, thanks. Frantically trying on dresses for a friend's 50th tonight. Ooh, have fun, Lou. I hope it is a lovely time to celebrate. And I hope you piss? What? Pick the right dress for you. Don't piss the right dress. Thank you, Soul. Yeah. I hope. Yeah, I hope you piss. Yes. But no, thank you, Soul. Bad news on hey Cobra. Bad news on Friday evening. Yeah, it was just. I was just why. Thank you, Bib. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll get sorted again. If there is any justice, it will also get solved, and it's just an insurance company trying their luck. Basically, for people that don't know, I got a phone call of, as most of you know, 2 months ago, somebody hit my car while it was parked outside my house. It was a very clear cut, I was not in my car. The person who hit it was very aggressive and angry at me, but also did admit at the time, yes, they drove into my parked car. And then afterwards, their mother made them come round to apologise to my mother, because, to be fair, I wasn't there to answer the door, for hitting the parked car. Anyway, I got a phone call last night to say that they're disputing that, and I'm currently liable for a £550 bill. And now I have to demonstrate with lots of photos and my word that no, that was nothing to do with me. I was not to blame. I wasn't in my car. I was streaming. Do you want me to kick them? Yeah. It's just the audacity of a 17-year-old of all things, somebody who passed their test 3 months earlier, then going, no, I didn't hit the parked car. I have a photo of their car covered in red paint, but my car is red. And I've got lots of white paint on my car. Their car's white. Your car was parked, like for real. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. There is a quote commander where I can't remember how it works. I've got a feeling it works. It's through the stream elements method, if I remember rightly. It might come to that, Rachie. It's really. I think it's probably the rational part of me thinks it's the insurance company just kind of trying their luck at the last moment. But I don't know. I don't really trust it. My life has been full of bad luck in recent times. I hate dash cams though, Cobra. I hate how distracting dash cams are for the driver, and I don't know. I don't really like them out of principle. I know why they're important, but I suppose I'm kind of left thinking, I don't know, I don't like everything in life being recorded. I know this VOD is being recorded, but I don't know. How can you be liable for something you weren't even there for? Exactly, yeah. That was the quote command. See, I told you, I couldn't remember what the quote command was. I should have looked it up. I'm short, so it'll be like a shin. That's good, Soul. They weren't particularly tall. So, oh, you've been playing Whiskerwood. I love Whiskerwood too. Yeah, I've been playing it for a lot. Is that a sentence? But yeah, I've enjoyed Whiskerwood a ton, so I hear. Save you from this exact situation. People suck and will lie. Video calls, their beard. Yeah, but I don't know, I don't like everything being recorded all the time. And like I said, it's... Thank you, Woody. I don't like how distracting they are. I was in a lot of Ubers recently, and they had too many screens on their dashboard, because they had 2 different phones, and then their dash cam, and it was just... I don't like that amount of distractions when I'm driving. But I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but enjoy your lurk, Yuki. Yeah, and thank you so much for the raid. That's really kind of you. I hope you have nice dindins. But yeah, to be fair, the claims investigator who phoned me, she was very sympathetic and was a bit, I don't really understand why this is being disputed. And was very, it'll be fine. You just send some photos. It'll be okay. They'll shut up. And I think she's probably right. In the past, I have had where I live, for some reason, people like to hit my car when it's parked, either this car or the previous car. So I've had a bit of experience with it. And we did once also have an old guy hit the back of my old car. And he was very dazed and very apologetic. I have no idea how he did it. There was no other traffic. It's just, I don't know. It was like he saw a parked car and then went, instead of moving a little bit further to the right, I'm just going to hit it instead. But anyway, somehow he ended up disputing it, which was really weird. And then we just sent a letter, and the insurance company just went, oh, yeah, all right, yeah, you were parked. Never mind. It's really weird. I had mine set up literally right under my rear view mirror, and I had my phone mounted below my sightline. I get really pissy about drivers and their phones. It's how I lost my Prius. Yeah, I don't want I'm holding out, no dash cam. I like a nice clear dashboard. Rear view mirror is all I want to see. I don't even have, you know how a lot of people have air freshener kind of things hanging on the mirror? No, I hate those too. I'm just very, I'm to be cocky, I'm a good driver, but I think in part that's because I don't want distractions. I want to focus on, I'm taking in everything, you know, the cars around me, pedestrians, if they look like they're about to leap out in the road, you know, I hate dash cams. But I do understand it. I mean, my alternative, given, touch wood, I've never had an accident in my car without it being parked outside my house, is to add a camera to the outside of the house. So that might be a better solution. Because I have a doorbell camera, but it didn't pick up the accident. It picked up kind of the aftermath, as in, because I was streaming at the time, basically I had a notification pop up on my phone if it was activity with a doorbell, and I looked at it and then thought, wait a minute, why is my car no longer lined up where it should have been? And that was how I knew something had happened. I mean, by that point, my mum had already gone out there to basically shout at the 17-year-old girl. But yeah, it didn't catch the actual accident because it's designed to pick up people. Hey Reb, where did the skunk hat go? Skunk hat? What? I am aiming to collect some hats for streaming. I haven't done it yet. But it is on the plan. I've been using farmers to clean up all the stone in the raised soil to see if it cleans it up and makes it look... Ooh, okay, you are way more organised in Whiskerwood than I am. I'm still relearning how to do base building games. I'm very out of practice. Oh, I didn't see the skunk cat. Okay. Like I said, I was listening and looking at chat rather than looking at the game screen. You see, I kind of want a skunk cat now, though. But yeah, don't mind me while I drink. I went out and got a sandwich for breakfast, and they didn't have the usual breakfast sandwich I get, so I had to get what you would have for lunch, and it was salty. It was crispy chicken, pickles, barbecue sauce, cheese, and it wasn't meant to have bacon, but they threw bacon in, and it was all very salty. But yeah, I'm a bit particular about base. See, I'm out of practice. I spent a lot of my teenage years playing a lot of base building games, and I didn't really play any for a long time. I got very into the polar opposite, first-person shooters, and third-person shooters, anything that involves shooting. And then I haven't really, last couple of years I've gone back to, last couple of months I've gone back to base building. So I am super out of practice. I'm just going to pin up a message of the game we are going to be playing, Walk the Frog. AJ Luz, how you doing? I think I might have a dress. I have a backup as well. That's good. What is it? What kind of birthday party is it, Lou? I hope it's a good one. I mean, it's going to be a good one, but what kind of birthday party? I started a Dead Space run the other day. I like the scary atmosphere the game creates, and there's definitely a learning curve to survival. I like Dead Space. Dead Space is a lot of fun. Hey Jezza, hey Duke, how are you all doing? How is Evie doing now, Jezza? Is she doing better? Don't mind the tapping of the keys. J. Luz, you were wrapping up Christmas presents today. It's the 22nd. How have you got Christmas presents already? How have you already bought them? How are you that organised? Sorry, I'm sounding very judgmental, but... No worries, Cobra. Absolutely no spoilers for me. But it is a good game, so I hope you really enjoy it. I bought a couple presents. I'm trying to think. Because it was my mum's birthday recently. By coincidence, I kind of overbought. So I got a couple of things for her. I haven't got anyone else's. Not that I have many people to buy for. But I have a friend with 3 children, so that tends to involve a bit of effort. Hey, Calandra, how you doing? Yeah, I'm hoping it is. She's doing excellent. Not to get too graphic, but the scar has finally turned into a tanned skin colour, which is excellent. Oh, that's good, Jezza. It's going to be a nice, clean healing process. That's just what you want. Drinks and a sit-down meal. I need to message my friend and ask what she's wearing to get back. That sounds good. Also, to sound slightly tired, a sit-down meal sounds nice. That's quieter. Well, it's not quieter, not when everyone's talking, but I like a nice sit-down meal. I like to just get it all out of the way. I'm kind of impressed, J-Luz, because I'm aiming to get everything Christmas done earlier than I usually do. And the Christmas tree is up, but I have not considered wrapping. I think wrapping has to be in December. I'm too old for that, boys. I think I am too, Lou. Nah. That sounds good to me. Husband is planning a 9-course meal for Sunday and I'm excited. 9 courses, that is very impressive, and also I don't think I would have a stomach for that. I mean, unless maybe they're sort of, some of the courses kind of amuse-bouche, or... Because, no. I would run out of stomach space, and I would probably be very disappointed in myself for running out of stomach space. I gave up on rapping years ago. I hate it. I don't quite like rapping. It depends. I try and break it up into sessions, and then it's not too kind of exhausting. And I tend to watch a film. At Christmas, I'll watch a Christmas film while I'm doing it, so that helps. You've got it all planned out. That is impressive, Soul. I'm in awe. I could not eat 9 courses. I suspect I would like to, but it would not go well for me. But yeah, how about we check out the game? Usually I cook for friends. Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving next week, isn't it? Yeah. I remember about 10 years, maybe 15 years ago. At some point, probably about 10 years ago, I remember making a Thanksgiving dinner to try. Got some recipes off of American friends at the time, and made a few different Thanksgiving meals, courses. I have to admit, and I'm sorry, Americans, I didn't like any of it. I liked that everything felt very soft. Like I did something like a green bean casserole, and I was left going, it's green beans and chicken soup. I don't get it. It was all just everything was very pureed. Well, not quite pureed, but I don't know, just kind of soft. Like a bit more texture. Maybe it was down to the recipes I used, or the recipes the friends suggested, but nah, I like with the British roast dinner trying to keep things a bit, I like texture. I have to get Christmas presents next week. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of people to buy for. I do have a friend with a child, so I have to get him something. They're raising him as a 90s kid, so he's into what we were as kids. Gremlins, Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Pokemon. Oh, that is the fun thing to buy. Yeah, I like it when kids, you're going, oh, wait a minute, I can just be a kid and buy what I would have liked, and they'll love it. That's good. No worries, Calandra. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by. Take care. I'd always like to be very tired. Yeah. Oh god, no. I like having lots of flavours and texture. Yeah, it was probably down to the recipes. It was just kind of sloppy. I don't know. It made me uncertain. I did also make a pumpkin pie. I didn't really like that, but that was down to the bit where I just don't particularly like pumpkin. So yeah, that's purely a taste thing. Let's switch over to the game, so we'll get there in a moment. I was looking at... Wait a minute, why is the shout out stuck on the screen? I mean, it's lovely we're shouting at Yuki, but why is... There we go, it's gone. Cool. I was looking at my Black Friday sales and things are discounted 6%, which is so silly. It is very... Yeah, you gotta look out for good deals. There are some good deals. I got some good gym equipment. Well, not gym clothing, not gym equipment. I haven't got the money for gym equipment. But I got some cheap gym clothes. So I got 2 pairs of trousers or leggings for about £20. So that was pretty good. I'm just checking out. It sounded loud, isn't it? Let's turn that back down. This is a loud game. Yeah, that will work. Oh, I'll have a look on Tim's Discord, Soul. We shall see what your husband is conjuring up. Will you be trying EU5 any types of... No, Reb. Nah, I'm a wimp. We know I'm a wimp. I like uncomplicated life. I rarely seem to get an uncomplicated life, but I like my games to be uncomplicated. But really, Reb, you should try streaming it. I would watch that. I don't understand how Americans give us crap for not having flavour in our food. If you want to add more salt to your chicken or whatever, it's right there. Add some more salt to it. Just don't assume that people want everything so salty. I had an omelette in America a few years ago. Never again. It was just pure salt on an egg. I love it when just generally countries on the whole kind of argue with each other over having bad or good food. Because in my experience, everyone has some good food and everyone has some food that you look and think, what the hell is wrong with you? And it is just, yeah, it's, we've all got pros and cons is what I'm getting at. Good play. Yeah, I bought some gym clothes off of Gymshark Glue and it was really, yeah, it was £20 for 2 trousers, leggings, pants. There you go, I have covered all of the bases for everything we could call it. Oh, joggers. There we go. Sometimes it would be called joggers. But yeah, stop going over the settings when I leave it alone. Also, somehow Superdry had a very good sale that went very fast. So I got a hoodie off of there for £9.45 including delivery, which was crazy cheap for Superdry. So that's arriving in a day or two. Yeah, Reb should stream. I like Superdry. I hate the price tag of Superdry, but they do tend to have very good sales. So if you kind of hold out, it tends to work out. But £9.45 for a hoodie was perfect. I was looking for mostly a cheap hoodie to wear to the gym. And to be fair, the Superdry hoodie is probably too good to wear to the gym. Yeah, I can't believe how cheap it was. So I'm happy about that. So far I'm leaning on Chicago rather than New York for pizza, which might be sacrilege. I don't know, but I just like the big crust. That'd be kind of sacrilege to me. I like thin stone-baked pizza. That is my preference. Actually, as if on cue, I've just got a text message to say that the Superdry hoodie is on the way. Between 11 AM and 12 PM, which is now. So I may have to go answer the door at some point. Because for one thing, it's getting delivered by a courier that, to be blunt, is not the best of couriers. They are very, well, we left it on your doorstep. We don't care you're on a busy road. Also, it's saying the delivery address, and the delivery address is wild. Okay, well, we'll see if it actually arrives. Yeah, okay. Isn't Detroit-style pizza very, very deep? Like pizza pie style. It's Every, Jezza, yeah. We used to have a good Every delivery driver, but he retired. And I swear the entire local area was very sad that he retired, because we all knew what was going to happen. And it's true, it's really bad now. I'm starting my new job next week, and right now I do not have a webcam for a streaming setup, but I've got all kinds of potential expenses coming my way. A secure laptop and possibly a tablet, so... if only you were local, Reb, I have a spare webcam. You could have a webcam. Yeah, I thought it was a thick crust. Why does it gravitate to... I leave it, go straight to settings. Anyway, I think we're going to dive in a moment. I watched 8 Mile and tried to avoid that place. Yeah, it's nice to have a face. Because I remember when I started streaming, I was a bit, because I was very, very self-conscious of my face. Still am, but I've kind of got used to it. It was a bit, I could go without a cam, but it's kind of, yeah, it's helpful to have that cam. Let's see what goes on with the frogs. We have a story. Once upon a time, there was a little frog named Froggo. All throughout the long dark winter, he slept deep inside a cosy cave. One day it came time for him to wake. It's nice to have it. It is nice to have it. Let's see what Froggo has to say. Did everyone hear the weird beep 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 noise? I just thought I'd check. It felt like a good time to test for sound. Good, that's good. The game isn't making much sound at the moment, but did you hear the beep beep beep? That's pretty much the only sound. There's kind of very quiet sound. I can adjust it. Let's get that up. Oh, actually, it's quite quiet. Okay, let's get that up. See how that goes. That might be a little bit too loud. Let's find out. Infinity, my protein, you heard the Roadrunner sound. Yeah, my protein does lots of supplements. Gymshark, I think as far as I know, Gymshark only does cloves. And cheap cloves. I was self-conscious about my voice in my head. I thought I had a very deep, manly voice, and when I heard it on stream, I was like, no. Yeah, I don't like my voice at all. I think it sounds horrible and nasally, and I'm there going, why can I not enunciate properly? And I suppose I could work on it. Maybe one day I will. Hey Mel, how are you doing? I do take, well, I used to take creatine. Yeah, I used to have that in a drink each morning, and then I forgot for a while, and I should probably go back to it at some point, because I think it did help a bit, and then I just got out of habit. That's it, no protein supplements or anything. It gets complicated. I'm not very good at micromanaging. The Gymshark is very good for cheap clothes. Would very much recommend it. I'm sleepy but good. Just fed my starter and my arm hurts from mix. Ooh, good luck with a starter. My mum wants to start doing a sourdough starter soon. Yeah, I think she's planning to in the new year. Don't talk to me about enunciation. Having a Yorkshire accent, I don't pronounce my T's. Yeah, I feel you. As a whole, I have what is best regarded as a lazy southeast English accent, and it is very lazy, and I would like to try and learn to be a little bit less lazy. I found it really interesting. Every imperfection that people think they have on the stream is just what makes them them. And you enunciate well, Hallie. Try being Scottish. I like the Scottish accent though. I suppose I've just proven your point, haven't I? Because yeah, we all go, oh, I hate my accent. Their accent. Love their accent. Doesn't sound lazy at all to me. Oh, that's good. It does to me. But I think yeah, we all focus on each other's, not each other's, we focus on our own imperfections every time. Yeah. Yeah, because voice is interesting. As long as it's not mine, my voice is bad. Let's see what goes on with the frog. I'm as hungry as a frog. How hungry are frogs, just generally? I need a tasty snack. Maybe some French flies. Oh, we need a bit groan sound, and we just, French flies. Where am I? Oh, we're going... Wait, oh no, we can zoom out. That would work better, yes. The world was jumbled and things were a mess, but with a skilled hand and a sharp eye, it could be put to rights. I'm a frog. I'm always hungry. Me too, soul. After the shop turns into off to the shop. Yeah, I used to have some friends from Yorkshire. And I used to live in kind of the North Midlands, if that was technically a thing, so I spent a lot of time in the northwest of England, and I like the pronunciations of things. And I tell people I'm from Essex, they expect me to speak without a horrible estuary accent. Oh yeah, but yeah, Essex gets a bit of a bad rep. I think I have a deep voice. I don't, but it sounds it to me. Yeah, I actually think my voice, I always worry, doesn't sound particularly feminine. And I think that probably stems, I assume, I got bullied a lot as a kid for my voice, and as a teenager a bit, so I assume it's probably left over from that. But yes, definitely do, yeah. I think my voice is deeper in Dutch. I haven't heard you speak Dutch, Rip, so I don't know. I love you. Oh, thank you, Mel. I think that's how it works. We all just hate our voice, don't we? Okay, so this is going to be a jigsaw puzzle, right? Let's get that in order. Ah, the beep boop 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 noise. This cave is a real puzzle. How do I get out of here? When you say your voice is manually, but we're going to go masculine in the slightest. Your voice sounds feminine. That's not in doubt. Oh, thank you. It's probably all down to how one hears their voice, isn't it? I do probably have a manual voice, though. The way out is up there. This is not, no. I'm making a deliberate, oh, it wasn't a deliberate mistake, okay. As a frog, Froggo found that jumping over ledges and obstacles came naturally to him. Alright, you show off. Hup. Chat, let us all go up. And thus, with a heart full of courage and confidence, Froggo set off on his adventure. Are frogs known for courage? Maybe. Hold on. I'm gonna go... Yeah, it feels like it will. Okay. Could this be the exit? So, is it basically a jigsaw puzzle, but cute? Maybe. If your voice didn't work manually, you wouldn't be able to talk. Weirdy beeps. Hey, help! Help me! What's wrong? Help! How did I get here? I have terrible Cavestrobia? Strophobia? Yeah, we'll go with cavestrobia. I'm making up a word here. Don't worry, this place is perfectly safe. Oh. You'll be okay here. But for thanks, I must have been sleepwalking. Are you feeling better? I have to get out of here. I'm starving. I'm fine now, thanks. Can I come with you? Sure, I guess so. Let's find the exit. Thanks so much. Okay. So... that probably... it's going to be down this way, isn't it? Yeah. I bet we have to do a little hop, skip and a jump kind of thing. Yeah, that's... that works, yeah. I really want someone to create a top-down Zelda-style game with a frog with a sword protagonist. I'd play... oh, like Frog in Chrono Trigger, but Zelda. That is immediately where my brain went to, and yeah, I would like that. A controversial moment, I like the Zelda games when they were 2D. That was my preference. Even, I mean, everyone loves Ocarina of Time. That was kind of a peak for me, because it was 3D at least, but it still had a kind of... I'm not a huge fan of open world Zeldas. I like a close-knit... my favourite Zelda game is Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, and then there's the remake on the Switch. Those are my favourite. Yeah. So I'm with you. A top-down Zelda with a frog protagonist. Yep, that is for me. Because the moment I say Link's Awakening, I want to replay it, and that's a sign of a good game. I can already smell the forest outside. Or is that the French flies? They are very food-focused. You like French flies? Yeah, French flies are the best snack, especially when Buddy and I are sitting in the weeds by our pond. Does anyone know why the frog goes beep boop beep boop? Oh. Is that what frogs do? Have I missed this? Who is Buddy and where's this pond? Buddy is my best friend. We'll see each other soon. We're meeting for the annual Frogapalooza festival at our home pond. Oh, how nice. Do you think my mouse is quietly thinking this frog's kind of weird, but sure? Oh wait, what are you gonna make, Greb? What are you cooking? I'm gonna be cooking something with chicken. I don't know what yet, but it'll probably be reasonably healthy. But I did buy cake, so it's my trade-off. I'm playing through Echoes of Wisdom. I couldn't get into Echoes of Wisdom, but I think it was me. I think I was in the wrong mood, and then I ended up selling it. But I think I might rebuy it at some point. I haven't enjoyed Zelda since Twilight Princess. I prefer the linear style games to open world games. Yeah, me too. It's just, I entirely get why people love them. And yeah, they're doing very well, so I'm obviously the exception, but I like old school Zelda more. Stewed beef with vegetables and pasta. No air fry. Ooh, that sounds nice, Reb. And you're having coffee. Yay! My coffee maker's broken, which is really annoying. I spent 2 hours trying to fix it. Thursday? Didn't succeed. Took the whole thing apart, didn't get anywhere. I've got to phone the company, because it is in warranty, but it's a pain. Mostly because it was 2 hours for nothing. What's funny is developers think the open world gives players more choice, but the psychology of it is once people find the fastest route to something, they'll all do the same thing. Yeah, that's why you just end up Googling for the best solution for these things. Oh, you bought some of those chocolate chip brioche things from How Did It? Good job, J-Luz. They're so, yeah, they are so nice. I'm individually wrapped, which is nice, yeah, useful. I bet that bastard Starmer snuck into your place and broke it. Yeah, I'm with you, Rib. I'm blaming him. It's totally his fault. But I honestly can't work out what happened, because it hadn't been used in a while. No, there is no reason why it broke. Basically, it thinks there are no beans in the brewing unit, and there are. It's like when you get a printer and it's going, there's no ink in the, there's no cartridge in it. Yes, there is. I can see it. I'm having out of a coffee machine, and I took out the brewing unit, cleaned everything, checked the grinder, did everything possible. Nothing is blocking it, which is making me think it might just be a really big fault, as in they will, an engineer will come out and they'll go, yeah, that's broken. It was annoying because it should have been a really simple fix. It should have just been, yeah, there's a thing clogged. All good. But no. Ali said something about the Online Safety Act. You had to teach her a lesson by taking away a coffee machine. Yeah, that's going to come. Yeah. I turned on my Xbox the other day because I'm selling it soon. So I wanted to get it all set up and cleaned up. Anyway, when I turned it on, it was there going, oh, you've got to verify your age by early next year, because otherwise you can't buy stuff. And it was a bit, I've got a credit card on my account. Surely that is a sufficient thing to prove that I am old enough to play an Xbox game. That's what I'm thinking, Duke. It feels like that must be the only option left, because there definitely isn't anything blocking it. Everything should work, but it doesn't think that. It's flashing a light of saying there's no beans. So I'm thinking the sensor might be broken, which obviously is something I can't fix. It's under a year old. It's, to be blunt, it's not a cheap coffee machine. I'm kind of hoping, admittedly, that they might just go, yeah, it'll be easier, just give you a new one. Because it's weird. It hasn't even been used massively. I've only really got it because, sad story occasion, it arrived the 1st of February, which was the day that I got laid off from 90% of my work, and my income plummeted and has continued to plummet. And basically it was that thing of, oh crap, I really shouldn't have bought that coffee machine when I did. But then I didn't really want to return it because I was already kind of fed up about losing a lot of work. And so I'm forever left going, yeah, I've got a coffee machine on the 1st of February. I know this because at midnight I got laid off. But yeah. I can't say all the things that come to mind. I'll behave and be decent. Reb, we did end up talking about politics on my last stream. So we kind of kept it not too deep, but a little bit. Man, everything's a mess, isn't it? So, yeah. Thankfully, I am PC, Switch, and PS5 only. The only Xbox I own is the 360. That's going to be me soon. if I can get the Xbox Series X sold, yeah, I'll just have a PC, Switch, and PlayStation, and that, to be honest, that's going to be more than enough. But yeah, I bet Sony will start making us age verify too. I mean, what is it? What is it? I don't know how you pronounce it. Imgur, whatever the image site, IMGUR. People in the UK can't access that anymore because of the rules. Because it's a mess. Yeah, there we go. From September 30th, access to Imgur from the United Kingdom is no longer available. Because I live in a weird country. Anyway, let's not get too political. Let's go back to the cute fishies. Fishies? Froggies. We're going to go to Frogapalooza. Thanks, but I think I'll pass. I'm feeling better now, so I'll stay here. Okay, see you later then. It was nice talking to you. Thank you, friendly green froggy frog. Good luck and have a good trip. Thank you. Take care. Froggo picked up the pace, driven by his rumbling tummy. Froggo is me. Time to go home. Naughty content like bare legs and suggestive poses. Yeah. Or worse, political memes that might suggest that fascism is bad. Can't have that. Might get thinking about stuff. What's for Sears candle to shame? Yes. Fortunately, this level does not yet have any friend book entries. Well, you're a demo. That's valid. A few levels later. Woohoo! This is all too much for me. My poor fluffy babies. Deep breath. Yeah, deep breaths. Everything is fine. UK's great. Excuse me, sir. Leave me alone. Woohoo! Oh, he used to be so cute, but now, oh, I just can't take it anymore. What's wrong, overly dramatic stalk? Sorry, I just need to get past you. Froggo is like me. Froggo's going, I'm hungry. That's really bad. It sounds awful, but I want to get past it. I'm hungry. Thinking in this Christian Minecraft Society server? How dare? Yes, exactly. Thinking is not allowed. Hey, you've got some nerve, frog. Do you want to be my lunch? Whoa, that escalated. No, definitely not. I'm just trying to get home to my pond. So where are your babies? Don't help the babies, they might eat us too. We're always running away and hiding. You just don't listen to me anymore. Honestly, they're as naughty as the village sparrows. I'll find them for you. Really? You'd round up my 3 little clatter-billed babies for me? You know what'll happen if you let me down. We get eaten, right? Beep, boop, boop, boop. Hey, enjoy your luck. Lovely to see you. My girlfriend was doing a first aid course for her work. If a guest faints or bangs their head, etc. I ended up having to get a VPN because she couldn't access this first aid website without verifying her age with photo ID. It's almost like when you rush through an online safety act, you might make mistakes and get a little bit excessive, doesn't it? Yeah. That's how I talk. I like the voice. What are you gonna catch? This feels like an oddly appropriate game for us to be fishing. What you get? What you get? Like miners can't. No, they can't now. No, because the government says so. A rare. Oh my god! You caught a green sea turtle. That doesn't feel good. I mean, it's good. It's rare, and yeah, you make good money. But I don't know if you should be catching sea turtles. That feels morally dubious. Oh, you've got age stuff happening here too. Oh. I hope we're not responsible for that. I hope nobody has looked and gone, you know what we should do, the UK's doing. And a big turtle, yeah, 144 kilos. When I think of my tadpoles, well, I know how to deal with little rascals. Thank you, Mr. Stork. It was a stork. I feel quietly pleased I got that right. Okay, so we're piecing it together. So yeah, it's definitely a jigsaw puzzle game with a story. Don't think I did that right. Maybe? Oh, I see. If you get the wrong piece, it gets kind of grumpy at you. Maybe. Or maybe not. I would have thought that's the right piece, surely. Yeah, you have to touch the bodily things to save people's lives. Yeah, it's not allowed. I think lots of world leaders have seen others get away with murder and realise now is the time to be crazy. Yeah, I think so. Does that work? I don't think that does work, really, does it? But surely that piece should go there. Yeah, the trunk matches. That's the bit that is confusing me. That lines up. That bit doesn't actually, does it? Nah, fair enough. Yeah, that bit definitely. Okay, let's do this the logical way, where we just plonk. Yeah, so that definitely doesn't work. It must be something to do with the route downwards that needs adjusting. It is very cute, isn't it? I like it. I mean, I'm now officially stuck, but so hold on. Okay. So even though we can place them elsewhere, clearly they all need to go here. That has to be the right way. We tried this, didn't we? Can we just kind of go down? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that needs to... I mean, I didn't... No, I don't... Oh, wait, that can't be moved. No. Okay, those two... Alright, those two pieces definitely can't be moved. It's just this little lot. What about if... I'm confused. F1 games are straightforward and then sudden difficulty. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, so that piece definitely can't go there. Because that doesn't make any sense, does it? That bit... Yeah, that's a mess. That ain't gonna work. Oh! Huh? Okay, at least we know what we're looking for. Let's go see. Ooh. Hey, little guy. Come with me, you fluffy little guy. Hey, we both... I predicted it was going to call it a fluffy guy. He's a cute little baby. My son didn't have an ID. I think it's time to get him one. Plus, then if he goes missing, he'll have an ID on him. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mel. And it does feel like people that don't have ID are going to get unfairly... Ooh, that's a big puzzle. Are going to get a bit unfairly discriminated against. Because let's round up the rest of the Clatterbill gang. Yeah, this is going to be a lot. Yeah, for instance, in the UK, my mum, until very recently, didn't really have any ID. Because she had a driving licence, but it was a paper-based driving licence. Because she's old. Don't let her hear me say that. But she's 70 now. And before she was 70, she had a paper driving licence that she'd had for about 50 years. So at a time when you didn't have photo ID. And then for a long time, she didn't have a passport because she didn't need one. She didn't travel abroad. There wasn't really a need. So she had no photo ID. And then it was slowly starting to become a problem because places were starting to want photo ID for all kinds of basic things. So she got a passport, partly just so that she had photo ID. But then when she turned 70, you have to renew your driving licence. So they finally gave her a photo ID driving licence. But It demonstrates how easily you can slip through the gaps and not have photo ID, and not because you're there going, oh, I don't want ID, but just because you're her age, for instance. So it's a useful one. There's a trap where you can't get ID because you have no ID. Yeah, because when my mum applied for the passport, even though she had a passport years ago, because it had been a while, she had to go to a meeting to basically prove that, yes, she was British born, and she had to show all these ID, things like the birth certificate, and she actually had to do a proper interview where she had to kind of swear an oath of she wasn't lying and she was actually British born and all that, and it was kind of... It was okay, but it was weirdly... They acted a little bit like she was a criminal for wanting a passport and not having had one for years, which was a bit odd. Strange business. Oh, yeah. Same thing happened to my mum. She didn't have to interview. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's still a pain, but it's so convoluted. But yeah, it was a strange... My mum, I think because you get paranoid, she was there going, what if I somehow say the wrong thing and they don't believe I'm British? And you're there going, you were born in Britain, you've got a British passport. But I never think it. I think it's like the same thinking of, does anyone else when they're waiting to go through security at an airport suddenly panic as if they're there going, oh no, what if I'm carrying explosives or cocaine? Even though obviously you have never carried explosives or cocaine in your life, but you're there going, what if I'm secretly carrying a whole amount of illicit stuff? This one time. We've been waiting at Memorial to put a tracker in his shoe. We've been working on him knowing his address, and he's fine when calm, but when stressed he forgets it often. I'd probably put a tracker in his shoe. I mean, presumably, would it work to ask him? To say that it's just to make sure in case it gets lost? I don't know, I'm just thinking that might work. But I think that's okay for your situation though. I don't think that's being odd. Got to be ridiculously cautious of money until the 1st of December, as my pay is changing over to monthly instead of 2 weekly, and I should have been paid next Friday, but due to my work changing at the last minute, it won't show up in my bank until the 1st, and I have my mortgage to pay on that same day. Ooh, thankfully I'll have enough, but I can't buy anything until then. Oh yeah, that's going to be a bit of a pain briefly to get used to that, but yeah. I was worried about my mum's passport lapsing next year, as Twitch don't move the chat when I'm trying to look at it, as that was her last form of ID. She didn't let me renew her driving licence after my dad passed. Obviously it's no longer an issue now. Yeah, that must be a sad realisation. Oh, yeah. I got stuck in an icky situation for a long time because of the lack of any ID or even my own bank card. Oh yeah, that must be rough. Maybe I'll ask him a pick between shoe or wearing a watch. I think that's a good plan. I think, like you just said, he wants to be independent right now. So if he wants to be independent, I think you're okay to say you can be, but we need a couple of kind of fail-safes just in case. I thought that yesterday. I was at a concert and I knew my bag would be searched. Yeah, it's weird how you suddenly get really paranoid of what have I done. So I'm going to start trying to piece this together while I'm chatting. And it's like, also I've had things like the police knock on my door and it's like you briefly go, oh no, what did I do? And you think, I've done absolutely nothing. Oh, they're just asking because the neighbour's shed got broken into or whatever. But it's weird how quickly you get a bit, oh no, what did I do? It's not going to be the 1st of each month, thankfully. This was just due to the bank processing it. It'll be the 25th of every month. Oh, that's okay then. At least it's just a brief bit of irritation. I know at different times in my life I've been paid every 2 weeks, and then every 4 weeks, and then every month, because that's weirdly slightly different. Will this work? We'll keep going. By the way, we have ads coming up in a few minutes. I brought glucose sweets and I was like, they're going to think it's drugs. Oh, I've done that with mint, yeah. No, that doesn't work. We need something that kind of comes off of there. Having said that, chat, we had that bit earlier where it looked like we were fine and it wasn't, so it might just be a slightly obtuse game. Someone takes a bag, you might have. Yeah, it's good to have more, basically, Mel. I get so paranoid when I see police. Like, maybe I accidentally committed a crime and forgot about it. No, I've had to. Yeah, I walked behind a police officer yesterday on my walk, and I still somehow felt like I was in the wrong for existing. Yeah, this... I feel like this bit is probably okay. I don't know what's going on over here, though. Yeah, that bit's going to go down the bottom, isn't it, surely? So maybe... well, this bit. That doesn't check out, does it? No. Are there any hints? No. We're up in mistakes here. I don't use Facebook, so if police knock at the door, it's not because I've said any hurtful. And it was sometime in the winter I had the police knock on my door late Saturday night once, and it was because they wanted to see if my doorbell had picked up any footage of, there'd been some kind of assault that had happened nearby. Yeah, that's better. And then we were a bit, oh, but we can't tell you anything about it, and obviously we were a bit, well, we kind of want to double check that it doesn't mean we've got a problem in the area, and they were going, no, it's fine. That was a bit unusual, that's not going to work, is it? Rob, can you not go down there? You don't want to go down there, little guy? I mean, my stork, he's got wings. Really looks like you should go down there. Okay, well, we'll be rearranging a bit more. We want to see what's on your doorbell, but we can't tell you anything about it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, it's just we just want to check them this particular hour. Nothing picked up, and they just went, oh yeah, so don't worry about it. Well, I am going to worry about it now. What about if we swap these two? No, that's a mess. No, we don't do that. Okay, ads are coming up in about 10 seconds, depending on Twitch's mood. So I'm going to take a quick little break when they kick in, and we'll stick some words on stream, and then we'll try and figure out what we're going to be doing here. Because again, it looks accurate, but it obviously isn't accurate. And we will save a cute little frog. I like this game. I thought it was going to be a game where I just play for about 20 minutes and go, that's nice. Oh, get something nice, Aurora. But yeah, I'm going to get words on stream set up, and then we will be right back. Good luck with your wording. If it loads. Go on, words on stream. You okay, words on stream? Okay, we are good. Let's go. You're back. Well done, everyone. That went well. Probably better than this is going to go, because when we do chat, can this bit can move. Ooh, that bit can move while we're standing on it. That can't be good. That bit absolutely has to go there, doesn't it? Because that's how we're going to get the teapot assembled. You mean well done, Woody, for camera chat? I did a little bit too, but yes. It's either I was off. Okay, actually, yeah, scrolling, but yeah, okay. Woody, yeah, you carried chat. You did, yes. I do like a bit of words on stream. Funny thing is, I miss out on half the words on stream because I wander off to stretch and question life, and yes, I should hydrate. Archie needed, there we go. See? Duke was using the break for good. Just double checking something. True priority, exactly, yeah. 72 points, my next was okay, I didn't see it was that big. Fair enough. Okay. Let's try and do this piece by piece. Let's disassemble. It's like the negative version of the Avengers. We're disassembling. So, piece by piece. That has to be there. Because, yeah, of course. That bit, surely, I can't see what other piece would really fit there. Not logically. Yeah, that's not. That looks like a fairly formed shape. Oh, okay. Yep, this is working better. And then move this little lot down. Okay, so maybe we just need to swap the pieces. Yeah, okay. Cool. We good. I'm just too dyslexic for me to get any of those right. Ooh, pun time.
Just Jezza _ has an amazing pun to share. What do Moogles use when they go shopping? Coupons.
I love the coupons. I love it. Thank you, Jezza. And we have another little baby stork. Ha! Found you. Come with me. Cheep cheep. You're right. I'm a pretty chill frog. I would have made it this far today if I weren't. We all need to be more frog. What's up? I mean, yeah, I was going to say the handy thing with words on stream is you don't necessarily need to use words, because I have seen many people who just randomly bung 4 letters together and then the entire chat goes, what do you mean that's a word? And there we go. So it's always worth a try. I'm considering setting up a different game for the 3-minute breaks, but words on stream does work quite well for a quick little break. Yeah, look at that, spot on, first time. I do love a bit of marbles on stream, but you need a longer break for that. And also you need me to kind of hang around. Hey little guy. Chup chup chup. You sure are a chatterbeak. Chirp. Cheep cheep. Yeah, same to you. So chat, why does the frog go beep beep? Is the frog secretly a robot? So you guys are the security crew and you're protecting me. Sure, I'll play along. Chip chip chip. It's lucky I found you. Your daddy almost ate me. Cheep cheep. Oh, he didn't mean it like that. Well, it's still a good thing I've got my security crew to protect me. I like the weird little frog robot thing. Okay, I reckon up there. Then that doesn't. I got it. Oh, and then there's. I was going to say the daddy stork, but as it's pink, we're probably going to go gender stereotypes, and it's going to be the mummy stork. Woohoo! Thank you, you fabulous frog, for collecting all my babies. I hope now they'll stay with me at least for a while. Happy to help, Mr. Stork. Oh no, that's good. We defied the gender stereotypes. It was just the stork earlier who was angry has now arrived and he's happy. Maybe the game was made by Ilvis. After all, what does the fox say? It could be, yes. I like Robo-Frog. He's cute, but it's very beep, 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 beep. He has a whole backstory. Oh, he was abandoned by his family as a tadpole, and when he finally became a frog, he befriended a roadrunner who taught him the ways of the world. So he just thinks beep beep is the way to communicate, unlike his frog brothers and sisters. There we go. Jezza has cracked it. That makes perfect sense. No fault there at all. Happy to help, Mr. Stork. I should probably be on my way now, if that's okay. What he's saying is, please don't eat me, beep beep. Of course, have a safe trip to your pond. I'm just so glad to have all my little Clatterbill babies together again. Cheep cheep. Thanks, security crew. Over and out. Okay, he's even saying over and out. I swear he is a robot. That is a robot term, surely. Chirp chirp chirp. Oh no, we ran out of demo. Actually, that's a good sign. I like it. Because we ran out of demo and I'm a little bit sad. And so Froggo continued his adventure to the end of the forest, through the dark insect city and across fields and meadows back to his home pond. What obstacles must he still overcome? Will he meet Buddy again? And will they celebrate the annual Froggapalooza festival together? Thank you for starting Froggo's journey with our demo. Add us to your wish list now and please leave a review. Okay, I'm going to see what it says. I want to see when it comes out. Let's yeah, that... I was genuinely a bit sad that it ended, which... You can't get better praise from that, really, can you? That shows you like the game. So when... What's that? Why is my watch pinging? Oh, wait, somebody's at the door. Everyone stare. I'll be right back. Well, that was kind of weirdly good timing. That was my £9.45 Super Dry hoodie. So where were we at? Let's go back to what I was looking at. So frogs, anyone like them? Good job, Jesse. You carried on the chat well. I appreciate you. I didn't really think anything of frogs until I played Chrono Trigger. No, I didn't really. You don't get a lot of frogs in games till Frog. So yeah. It's a German game by the looks of the clips. No planned release date. Well, I'm wishlisting it. Chat if you like the look of it. The link is there. I haven't played Frog Fractions. Hey Zest, how you doing? Yeah, the link should be pinned, otherwise there it is. We don't know when it's coming out. I might actually get in touch with them and find out, because I kind of liked that.
Auroraverse has an amazing pun to share. This game is riveting.
It is, yep. Utterly riveting. Thank you, Aurora. So, yeah, more like that. Well, there you go. I loved Is This Seat Taken? I don't think it's particularly like Hello Kitty Island Adventures, but it is cute. I haven't played A Little to the Left, but maybe? Nor have I played Strange Antiquities, but yes. So, yeah. So long, Frog World. You were fun, but we must move on. Hey, Evil Goat, how you doing? How is your day going so far? Sales don't feel like sales anymore. No, they're very incremental, aren't they? Yeah. 20%, I mean, 50% off A Little to the Left is good. 20% off Is This Seat Taken could be good, but it's £9, £6.47. That's not a huge drop. But yeah, so what we are going to do, I'm going to close Steam. We are going to go dive into a little bit of World of Warcraft. I have confused OBS. It will be fine. We will get there. Just entertain yourselves, chat, while we swap windows. We are fishing. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Glad you're doing okay, Evil Goat. I hope you got a nice weekend ahead of you. Yeah, I hope everyone's got a nice weekend ahead of you, actually. What have you all got planned? I'm going to some kind of Christmas market tomorrow. That's kind of it, bro. The day after the stream, I'm mostly going to unwind amongst stresses. You caught a common blue discus. Somebody's got to. I mean, good job cleaning up the area. Let's get, before I forget, let's get the category switched over so nobody dives into games and demos and goes, what? And drop should be enabled now. But yeah, we're going to play a little bit of WoW. We're probably not going to play as much as we have. Yeah, we probably won't be 3 hours worth of WoW, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, who got a card? Let us pull a hookah card. We have. Okay, let's try and. Normally with these cards, you get kind of one deadly serious question, one question where you think, oh, that's interesting, and one that's fairly light. These are not massively light. I'm going to tell you what the lightest choice is, and we will all go, really, that was the lightest, what were the others? Would there be any benefits to being in prison? I would have got probably free food and a free roof over your head, but I'm guessing the food's probably not the best. But yeah, while you think about the benefits to being in prison, I suppose actually as somebody who's dealing with a lot of life stress, I wouldn't have to worry about anyone hitting my car and then saying I was to blame. So yeah, that's quite a considerable benefit to being in prison. Yeah, but okay, this is the latest question. If you feel like answering the other two questions, feel free. They're not very light, so that's why I'm not. Loads of pen power. There we go. Loads of pen powers there. We have as the other light. Now, the whole point of this game is meant to be kind of a light conversation starter that's kind of cozy, and this is why I bought the pack of cards. We have, should parents introduce their children to a religion or let them figure it out themselves? That is a deep, complicated question. We're at heart I'm there going, no, let them figure it out for themselves. But that is not cosy, is it? That's really not. Thank you for the watch streak there. Watch streak zest. Thank you. Yeah, discussing whether to introduce kids to a religion or not, that's not cosy. Again, the third question is the darkest of the lot. Because I feel like it would, watching Meryl Streep streak, yes. Yeah, the third question feels like something a therapist is going to ask you. Okay, for what episode in your childhood do you probably owe your parents an apology? I feel like we could probably uncover some quite dark stuff. These cards are meant to be light-hearted. Some of them are. That one is not. Imagine that as an icebreaker. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to glance at it. Yeah, the other one's got stuff like, what was your favourite thing to do when you were 10? And what's the most scenic landscape you've travelled through? What did we get with those cards of, what did you do to make your parents upset? And what would you like about prison? Yeah, family break. Yeah, that's odd. Anyway, we're going to be lazy and we're going to half stone out of here because I missed this quest. So we're going to get that sorted. Probably the time I found a box of matches in my cupboard, and set fire to the flag. Oh, that's okay. I mean, that's not ideal. But the start of that sentence, I was reading it thinking Zest was about to admit to burning down the house or something and killing half the family. Yeah, that's workable. I once, when I was a kid, my mum went through a lot of health problems, potentially separate to the health problems she has now, but we don't really know. But anyway, I felt a bit like I was missing out on attention, and I think to kind of rebel, I cut up a bunch of socks. But they were black socks, and to be honest, nobody cared that much because they weren't exactly really nice socks. I think, to my parents' credit, they mostly then thought, oh yeah, Hallie, most of you know my name, but yeah, Hallie is struggling a bit. Yeah, we probably need to A, buy some more black socks, and B, check in with her a bit more. That was probably the worst thing. Not to get too personal, but my older brother has been to prison, so I could potentially ask him the pros and cons. I'm really getting into the weeds. There we go, Jez. That's investigative journalism. You are going to be the one that will most accurately answer that question. As I assume the rest of us are based on... maybe. About 2 days prior, we'd been out driving in the countryside and seen a farmer burning off crop stubble. Well, that's kind of fair then, Zest. You were just inspired. I think there's a logic there. Yeah, we're going to head over here because I think these quests got a little bit lost. Or I've made some kind of pivotal mistake. It could be that. I was going to say, how's the sound? And the game very kindly went, well, we're not really making any sound because it's WoW and sometimes it gets kind of quiet. But yeah, those questions were a tad dark, weren't they? We'll get some nice light stuff next time. But thank you for pulling the card, Jezza. Okay, we have another one. Let's go, chat. What's it going to be? I mean, one of these could make some people depressed, but also not. Is there enough fun and adventure in your life? I'm going to say no next question. What was your favourite thing to do when you were 10? How old was I when I was 10? What year was it when I was 10? Playing football, I think. Or soccer. Yeah, I played a lot then. I was really bad at playing it. But I really liked trying my best. My favourite thing to do when I was 10 was set fire to things. There, yep. What is the most scenic landscape you've ever travelled through? I don't know. I'm not well travelled enough. South Wales has a lot of very nice scenery, so that definitely helps, but there is definitely better somewhere. There was also a firebug. Well, there you go then, evil goat. You and Zest can compare arson techniques. I always find it funny when the gym tops say they come with a built-in shelf. They're not sufficient support. They'd be sufficient support for me. But that's because I'm not one of the lucky ones. I'd be fine. I'd be propped up sufficiently. I came back to this and I would like you to know I love you even more for it. There we go. Firebugs unite. Okay, that hasn't paid off then. There is no quest there. We broke the game, chat. Train between Zurich and Vienna. Oh, you put pictures up on that on Drongo's Discord, didn't you? That looked really nice. Yes, I can see that entirely. Wooden fan chocolate cookies. Is Hallie answering 20 questions within WoW? We have a redeem where we pull a Hugar card, and sometimes it has light questions, and sometimes it gets weirdly dark. And it was a little bit of both. We'll go with a little bit of both. Sadly, we ran out of Froggo. The demo was quite short, and I was actually quite sad that we ran out because it was a lot of fun. So, maybe we finished that quest and it got confused. Well, never mind. But yeah, and sadly, there's no release date for a full game. And for what, it's a good sign of a demo when I'm there thinking, oh no, we ran out. Now what do we do? That's good. All boobs are valid. Thank you, Zest. Yeah, we'll go with that. Hey, Hannah, how are you doing? No sports top can contain mine. That's the main reason I can't exercise much, obviously. Otherwise, I'd be super fit. I am the opposite. I could probably well, not when I'm exercising, but I could probably quite easily get away without a bra if I needed to. The really funny thing is, since exercising a lot this year, my bra size has gone down, and I'm there going, that is not where I wanted to lose the body fat. No, body, that was not a priority. No, you had other places. Why have you homed in on the useful part? But there we are. I don't know when it releases, Mel. It doesn't say. I will paste the link in. There's no release date. I'm gonna get in touch with the developers and find out because I want to play it. Also, I want them to know that I want to play it. Having an avocado toast brunch. Ooh, lovely. I often have avocado for my my Saturday breakfast, and sadly the local sandwich place where I tend to get the sandwich from weren't doing the breakfast menu because they'd had a crazy week and they'd sold out of a ton of stock, and I had crispy chicken with onions and barbecue sauce and cheese. It was okay. I wanted the halloumi and avocado. It was like when you go somewhere and you're there going, I'm ready for this, and then it's, oh, I have to have something different. You can also tell them I added it to my wish list because of you, and that's why they should give you a free game code to stream. Oh, thank you, Mel. I will do that. Yes. Because, yeah, I really liked it. It was very cute, and it feels like it would have been it was very chill and cozy, and that game that you could play when you kind of wanted to play a game but just relax rather than having to be high pressure. Oh, somebody else is killing I was going to say the frogs. That would be awful. The crocs. No frogs have been harmed in the making of a stream. So a frog's name Walk, or is it about walking a frog? From what I saw of the demo, the frog is called Froggo, which I think we can all agree is a very original name for a frog. But yeah, he's not called Walk. I think we're walking the frog, or the Froggo. Oh, thank you, Infinity. I'm glad I have promoted it, really, because, yeah, I was sent a code for the demo. Well, no, I wasn't. I was sent a link to the demo.
Thank you, Arkia_4 for subscribing for 18 months. I appeared to have dropped this.
Arkia_4 just
Kira,
resubscribed for 18
resub.
months.
How you doing?
I appeared to have dropped this.
Yeah, I got sent, as I'm a Steam curator, they got in touch and went, hey, play the demo, and yeah. I was glad to hear about it, because I don't think I would have heard about it otherwise. Yeah, I need to fix the TTS. There's quite a few things I need to fix that haven't been fixed. Jezza has come in with the pros and cons of, well, the pros, yay, we got Amulet, of being in prison. Pros, you get free food. You can learn a skill in their classes. You learn a lot about how to be street smart due to the people you're in with. The last one feels ominous, but I entirely get what you're saying. Cons, mental health goes to shit. You end up having to learn to talk at normal volume when you get out, as you're used to shouting across to people. I'm for that. Having to fight people quite a lot to defend yourself and not look like a bitch. Missing out on seeing your family grow up. So yes, all in all, the cons clearly outweigh the pros of being in prison. Yep, that makes sense. I'm glad at least the classes are a pro, because I am for rehabilitation in prisons. I don't think there's enough of it, but yeah, it's got to help people get a job or just get back on track with their lives if they're getting taught something. The double triple TTS thing is one of my favourite things. Okay, well maybe we'll just keep it. I mean, in a way, surely it is always better in life to thank somebody more than you need to. If I could create a delay where, you know, say we had one TTS thank somebody for resubbing, and then 5 minutes later, by the way, thank you for resubbing. That would sum me up well. Because in life, I am a very avid, I'm going to thank you. I'm not going to thank you once. I'm going to thank you a lot. I want to make sure that gratitude is conveyed repeatedly.
What can I do?
Hey, we dinged level 12! Which means new skills when we head that way. So, what are we doing next? Still can't believe out of all the cards I could have pulled, those were the ones. Yeah, those cards are... This is meant to be a nice little thing. I bought it off of Amazon, and all the reviews are pointing out how nice and light it is, and how it's fun for parties and stuff if you want to get to know people. And I thought, it'll be a nice little redeem on stream, because I was trying to introduce some interesting new streams, and new channel redeems, and I thought, well, that'll be quite a fun little kind of icebreaker. Get to know people. To answer what was my favourite thing to do when I was 10, it was probably swimming. I used to love swimming classes and playing my PS1. I'm going to be old now. The PS1 wasn't out when I was 10, but I would have been playing Game Boy? I think again, it would have been 1994. I don't think I had a Mega Drive at that point. I got it quite late on. Yeah, Game Boy. And a lot of football, soccer. Pick your nationality. Kicking a ball around. I was in a women's football, well, a girls' football team at that age. And I was terrible. I was not very fast. I was very enthusiastic. I was just not very good. And to be fair to me, I was one of the smallest ones on the team. Because there were teenage girls on that team. Because it was it was before women's and girls' football was really a thing. So it was just, at some point somebody went, oh, what about if we let a bunch of girls play? And it wasn't very organised. There was a league, but I think we needed ages to be divided a little bit better. That is my excuse. But ultimately, I was just really bad at team sports. I did do a lot of swimming, though. I like swimming. It was ever who go. Ah, nice. I like it. It does come up with those weird curveball questions, though. I was on my Amiga at 10. Yeah, I never owned an Amiga, but a couple of people I know did, and I really enjoy playing it whenever I got the chance. I was that kid who, I'm not ashamed to say it, I would kind of, if I discovered another kid had an Amiga or some kind of game system I hadn't played, I would ingratiate myself. I'd want to get to know them. I mean, ultimately it's a good icebreaker, but yeah, I would be a little bit, oh wow, you've got a Super Nintendo. I haven't got a Super Nintendo. You are now my best friend. Oh, we're heading this way. And I say I'm not proud of myself, but I kind of am, because one of my oldest friends now, we basically made friends because he had a Super Nintendo, I had a Mega Drive, and it was the perfect start. And we both had book collections we wanted to share, and that was how we bonded. Imagine how simple life could be if that was just how we made friends now. You got stuff I like. Yeah, you too. Technically, the PS2 was out when I was 10, but I didn't get one until Christmas of that year. When I was 10, I was a PS2 enjoyer. Ah, there we go. The PS2 came out when... It was 2002. I was at the end of college. I hadn't gone to university yet. University was the year after. So I was doing my A-levels then. I miss those days. 2 Gymshark or tops ordered. 1 in 2 sizes unskipped. Yay, Lou! I hope they're a good fit. And I hope the size that you want to be the one that fits. But I hear you. I bought these flared leggings from Gymshark, and they fit. I'm a little bit worried they're slightly tight at the top. But I don't think I think it might be a me thing. I think I'm a little bit self-conscious about it, and I will get used to it. My only friend in primary and early high school had Nintendo systems. My family had a PC. We played strategy games when he came over, and Turtles in Time or the like when I went to him. See, that's a friendship. We had the Amiga 500 Batman. Ooh, I read about that, J-Luz. I am still kind of quietly envious. I had a Commodore 64, and I had a Commodore 64 when it was kind of outdated technology. And I still loved every second of it, but yeah, I was always a few steps behind. Me and my best friend in high school only spoke to each other because we both had an Xbox. I think that happens a lot. When we started seeing each other outside of school, his younger brother had a GameCube, so we were set with stuff to play. There we go. That's how friendships work. Because yeah, the friend I had, who is seriously one of my closest friends still now, he had the Super Nintendo, I had the Mega Drive, and then I got a PlayStation 1, he got a Nintendo 64, I think we both had GameCubes at some point, and we both had PlayStation 2s at some point, but for a long time, we kind of alternated and it was perfect. And we also had very similar taste in books, but we could split books very well. And we both enjoy playing PC games. We were very much into Baldur's Gate. So yeah, we were obsessed with the first two games. And Icewind Dale. And Planescape Torment to a lesser extent. So yeah, we were kindred spirits. And even now, he doesn't play as many games, because he's busy. He's a school teacher now, so he has a lot going on. Also, he emigrated with his boyfriend. But let's quickly get the innkeeper here. But yeah, if he had the time, he would play a lot more games. Last time I saw him, I had a Switch Lite that I wasn't really going to use, and I was going to sell it, and then I thought, no, I'm going to give it to him, and then, because he was saying how he'd quite like to have one. So I just gave it to him, and it's great, because now we get to talk about Switch games. I don't think it matters if they're tight. I have thighs, muscles. One thing my ballet teacher said when I started was, you'll never fit into trousers without them being tight. Yeah, that makes sense. I have found that. I mean, yeah. With the whole body recomposition thing, it's an interesting one. I think also you're kind of left with... Everyone is so scared of being big, they are scared of being muscular too. Which is dumb. But it's definitely something to shake off. Yeah, Commodore 64, you will go. I loved my Commodore 64. I had so many games for it.
Speak, friend.
Sell some stuff. Catch up with chat. I never had a GameCube, so one of my missions in life is to get one. I like the GameCube. I think the GameCube didn't do as well as you would think, but it's a really enjoyable console. There's a lot of very good games on it. Very excellent. Unfortunately, the games aren't as cheap nowadays, since hardly anyone bought them back then. Yeah. But I do love the game. I wish I still... Well, actually, I do. I have a GameCube and I don't have the cables for it. Because due to the aforementioned friend emigrated, he sold me a huge amount of all his old game stuff for a very low price, which means I basically got all the games we grew up playing with. And things like his... I've got things like the original save files of Ocarina of Time and stuff that we played together. And I'm never going to get rid of any of it. I got it all for a steal of the price. Stuff like Super Smash Bros., which I think sells for quite a bit now. But anyway, one of the things in my bundle was his old GameCube, but I haven't got any cables for it because you couldn't find the cables. So I keep meaning to sort that out. Because I'm guessing it's not hard to find cables on eBay or whatever. Yeah, there's a GameCube. I don't know if I fancy getting the Steam machine. I've got a PC. I don't think I need it. I don't think it's for me. As in, it literally is not aimed at me. Where's step 14? Is this where... Yeah, that's okay. I wanted to check. We'll kill these guys on the way. Ooh, somebody's gathering. We had a Commodore 64 for my cousins with maybe 100 games, 2 of which were actually bought. Yeah, I've got quite a few bootleg games for a Commodore 64 because it was so easy to pirate on cassette. It was a more innocent time where you didn't quite realise you were screwing over game developers. But yeah, I would quite like to... I haven't really got the spare money, but eventually I would like to rebuild the GameCube collection. I would love to have a huge retro collection again. I used to, and then times were harder, and then I didn't, and then I kind of got distracted by other things, and now I'm a bit short on money again, so... I just said stuff it. I'm a cross between... I can't remember how to pronounce the character out of Aliens, but I know it, and she comes from good breeding stock. Exactly. Clothes are meant to fit you. You're not meant to fit the clothes. Clothes are there to serve us. Only sold 21 million at the time. Even the original Xbox outsold it by like 3 million. And that was at the time when nobody really knew if Xbox was going to do consoles. But even their sales combined didn't come close to even half of... Yeah, the PS2. That was a crazy amount of sales. I do currently own at least 2 PlayStation 2s. I think I might own 3 or 4. Because I've got a couple of the fat models, a couple of the slim. Yeah, I have at least one of each, but I think there are others. I got a really good deal of when I worked at Blockbuster. They were selling off PS2 slim stock for, I think it was £25 boxed. So I got one just for the sake of it because it was so cheap. Oh, I remember Dizzy on my Commodore 64. That was a tough game. I was not good at the Dizzy games. It kind of drove me insane. Free games on the take set on the cover of C64 magazine. Yeah, I remember those. There were a lot of good magazines at the time. Maybe, oh, I remember the Mega PC, a PC with a built-in Mega Drive. I remember seeing it advertised in probably Commodore 64 magazines. And it looked revolutionary. It's weird really to think that hasn't happened again. Because the only time I ever remember a sort of a console built into a PC. Oh no, what happened with the Peak map, Ray Chi? I need to go back and play some more Peak. I liked Peak. Played it on my birthday stream with Crafton and Spoofy, and it was a lot of fun. And then I haven't replayed it since. I'm the same. I'd love a physical games console collection, but it's going to be a slow process because I ain't made of money. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get there one day. Probably just need to be smarter with my money. And if my industry could not have such a deep downturn, that would be a wonderful bonus. First system I ever played was a Master System as a 4-year-old. I remember it just blowing me away. Just being able to control a character on screen. Yeah, I never had a Master System. I knew a few people, as always, I knew a few people that did. I liked it a lot. I remember playing Speedball, Alex Kidd, one of the Sonic games. I can't remember which one. I am on the Peak Tag Zest. Yeah, I nearly joined in yesterday when you guys were playing. Meant something came up, and I can't remember what. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it and trying to make sure things align. But I would like to. But I will say this now, if you play Peak with me, I don't really know what I'm doing. Because I've only played it once. Just for one time with Crafton and Spoofy. Spoofy carried me and Crafton for a bit, and then she had to go. And then me and Crafton kind of bluffed our way through. It's okay, we all suck. That's fine, man. Last I checked, a ZX Spectrum. Oh, see, I never had a Spectrum because I had a Commodore instead. Sega Game Gear, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Saturn, PS4, Game Boy Color, Wii, Xbox Series. Saturn completely passed me by, and I would really like to own a Saturn. I did own a Saturn briefly for a time when I was going through my collecting days. But the problem was I collected too much too fast, and then I never actually settled on anything. Oh. Speedball 2 is an incredible game. Not really my genre, but it was so well done. It was, wasn't it? Because it's not really my genre either. But it was just a lot of fun. One of those rare games that is basically, yeah, kind of transcends your taste in genres. Jez, what did you do? Oh, the Games.com handheld. I have heard of that. Played Peak once with some of my friends. Loved it and have not played it again. Would love to join in with a community, but I'm too shy.
Thank you, Zest of One Walrus, for gifting a sub to Ice Cream M.
Zestophone
Very
Walrus
Speedball
gifted
2.
Ice cream a subscription. Zestophone Walrus gifted a tier 1 sub to Ice Cream.
Ooh, I forgot
They
to
have
give
given 19 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Zest. Thank you for the gift sub. But yes, I entirely understand the being shy, because yeah, you don't want to let the team down, right? You caught a carp! Bad luck. Yeah, I really want to... Ooh, what about a pet? Yeah, I would like to give the Saturn a try again. What are we doing here? Okay, we need to alter a fire. We also need our pet back, because a hunter without a pet is a bad plan. Wait, what's embarrassing, Jez? Just the game... No, not the Game.com thing. That's fine, don't worry about it, Jez. I do remember the name, I don't remember much about it. Hold on, let's get rid of a pinned message. Don't worry about it, Jezza. Nightbot is picky, which I think I can... Yeah, Kira said, it can be touchy. It kind of means well in... Oh, we're meant to be in the den. Oh yeah, cool. It means well, it gets a bit heavy-handed. So don't worry about it. I love my Saturn. Was playing on it last night, doing some RE1 and Virtua Fighter 2. Ah, see, you're making me tempted to get a Saturn. I don't think I can afford a Saturn at the moment. Pet, where have you gone? Oh, here you are. Why are you on fire? You okay, dude? Oh no. Can we do this in battle? Oh, wait, no. Okay, we're just going to go in this corner and we're going to die and then we'll make it work. Never mind. It's almost like if you go in without a plan, you die. Saturn stuff is not cheap. That was my worry. Because it's, Nightbot allowed to dish out? No, Nightbot. Do not do that. Nah, it just deletes messages. It's picky about links. Even if they're not links. Yeah, I figure Saturn stuff is not going to be cheap because it didn't sell as well. So there aren't as many. Like PS2 games. Pretty cheap. I have never played Panzer Dragoon. Isn't that... I think that's a couple of £100, isn't it? It's expensive. I mean, for the PS1, I have some rare RPGs. Because I have Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2. Vandal Hearts. I don't think Vandal Hearts is as rare as... So, yeah, Suikoden, but it's still worth a fair bit. I also have Star Ocean 2 on the PlayStation 1. And that's an interesting one, because every now and then I will look it up on eBay, and there are hardly any copies available to sell, which makes me think it would probably be worth quite a lot. and it has been beautiful mint condition, and I don't plan on selling it basically ever, but I am kind of quietly thinking, I wonder if that's going to go up in value one day. Because it's so hard to get hold of. I think it's about £100 now, but it's really, there are fewer copies available of it than there are any of the Skoden games. Panzer Dragoon Saga is $600 pounds last time.
We're not doing big with the next.
What is going on with the hype train music? Think of a hype train. I don't know why the hype train has started, but I am very grateful for it. Oh, we're stuck. Yeah, it was a what? That doesn't make any sense. Nothing has come up on my activity feed unless somebody has subscribed and not shared it, maybe? If that's you and you're lurking, thank you, whoever you are.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Miss Reishi Choo Choo.
Miss Raki I choose 100. Choo
Enjoy your
choo.
lurk, Akira. The hype train starts if people chat more often than you. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was only bits and subs and stuff. That makes sense. Star Ocean 2 is incredible. It is. I've had a couple of sets of discs in the past, but they were always semi-wrecked. Oh, it's a shame. UK version is worth quite a bit, as they didn't really print many copies. Same with Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that's the curse of some games. But yeah, I love Star Ocean 2. The remaster of Star Ocean 2 is also very good, which is a rare thing, because sometimes remasters kind of miss the point a bit. I don't mind having a hype train, it's just nice to see him. Thank you for the bits, Rachie, if I didn't already say that. You should, Zest. The remake is so good. I see it pop up on sale on Steam every now and then, and I'm still tempted to double dip because I just want any excuse to play it. I resurrect here, we're going to die because of a lack of pet, aren't we? Oh, it's only a little cave. Could we take him? Might. Oh, but there's that one. Now I'm going to have to do it the sensible way, aren't I, chat? Oh, I'm never selling my PlayStation 1 copy. I might eventually one day, but not until it is worth it. That's my retirement fund. But yeah, I didn't realise Hype Trains works now just if you're all chatty. Oh. Hey, I'm trying to have a drink here. Star Ocean 2 Remake is really good. One of the things I like about it is the fact that all your battles aren't random anymore. Usually I'm not too bothered with random battles, but this game really does encourage you to explore. Random battles are never... Oh, we're going to die again. I normally swear, chat, but it was testing me. We will plan better. But yeah, I might have to replay Star Ocean 2. And again, thank you all for the hype train, even if it was mostly accrued through chatting. I did actually mean to turn on the discounted gift subs for this stream, because we've got a few to burn through. But it's kind of a con, because it's only for 5 gift subs or more, which feels a little bit extortionate. It feels like it should be for 1 sub. As a small timer, I'm left going, if I want to encourage people to, well, yeah, a discount, it feels like, use your words, feels like the discount is great if you're a big streamer. Little streamers, it would be better if it was smaller, smaller amounts. Sure, we've chatted this much before, unless I am misremembering. We did the other day, and there was a hype train, so that would make sense. But if it's a recent, well, fairly new setting, it's obviously Twitch trying something. They're going, hype is hype. Also, chat, we have ads coming up in 5 minutes. We'll see how the dying is going. I might just carry on through Prove a break. I want to get this done. This is just me being sloppy. We've got 9 minutes to go, so yeah, we don't really want to burn for it. Guess it's to encourage people to chat more, and it makes the stream. It does make the stream feel good. Everyone has now gone quieter than they did, because I think everyone has now taken in the moment of the hype train. But now it makes me feel good. I like to see activity. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. But total of 1 sub gift and 100 bits. Yeah, that's definitely based on chatting, isn't it? Okay, can we resurrect here? Is this gonna work out, chat? Yeah, everyone has gone, oh no, I've been seen. Twitch has perceived me. Also, when a hype train starts, I don't know why the TTS goes kind of demonic. And in a very twisted sort of way, I like that it sounds demonic, but it's probably not wise. We're all taking in the glory of a hype train while we sit in deep thought, assessing our daily lives with a cup of coffee. That sounds terrifying, but yeah, I think you're right. We're all sitting there and thinking about what we've done. Okay, chat, I'm not going to die this time. We got a plan. We got to pick them off one by one, maybe 2 by 1. Where did it all go wrong? Well, once upon a time, Zest, you were bored and you looked at this website called twitch.tv. And that was it, really. That was it, yeah. And then, yeah, you ended up joining places. I'm not solely to blame. You knew me from Drongo, so therefore Drongo's at the top of the list. See, chat, we're doing it. We're gonna... I'm just gonna warily pull that one. We're gonna do this perfectly this time. Drongo always seems to be at the top of the list. My thought for clicking on Drongo's spam Twitch link in Worm Online Global Chat. Drongo there going, look at me, I stream. Just giving Evie some cuddles, she's enjoying this. Oh, I'm glad Evie's doing okay. I'm glad that scar is now turning the healthy way. Because that must be such a stress. And I love the pictures of Evie. And as I've said a lot, chat, really hoping 2026 is the year of the dog for me. If it could also be the year of things not going wrong, that would be great. But I will take a dog and the usual things going wrong. That would do. See, if you just plan, these things work out so much better. You've destroyed the demon seed. It's shaking and everything, so you know big things have happened, chat. Nothing else happened, but it's a big deal. Believe me. Then we're going to do the carrot route. We're just going to kind of run and drop and stuff. Leroy Jenkins sees everything never worked. I mean, it does sometimes. Leroy had a point. But no, it's not. It's not the wise method. We have ads coming up any moment. I'm probably going to let them run rather than take a break because I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, chat. We've unlocked a nice wave of new quests. It's all going to be quite straightforward for a little bit now. I am left with minor flashbacks to when I was playing this in hardcore mode, and it was terrifying because every moment felt like I'm gonna die. But on classic, who cares? But yeah, ads start any moment. If you have ads, take a break, have a little stretch, grab a drink. You do what you feel like doing. If you don't want to do any of those things, just stare into space. Obviously with this tab open, we welcome people staring into space. Oh, I keep forgetting about the talents. There we go. Did I ever play the original Phantasy Star Online game? I think I did at some point. Wait, that was on my Dreamcast, wasn't it? I played some kind of Phantasy Star Online game on the PSP. Which is a wild thought, isn't it? That back in the day you could play MMOs on the PSP, but I definitely did play something like that, but I didn't play the Dreamcast one. I liked the PSP. The PSP felt like a very underrated RPG machine. It had many flaws and it was a little bit uncomfortable to use. But it was great for having so many JRPGs on the move. Dreamcast, GameCube, original Xbox and PC. Okay, I think I played a different... or I'm making it up. But I swear I had played some kind of Phantasy Star Online game on the PSP, but obviously not the OG. Maybe it was a spin-off. Ooh, let's make it a little bit easier. Let's get this one. Because for a while, an increasing amount of years ago, I used to write a lot of JRPG reviews for a anime manga magazine, but to be honest I don't think anyone bought, but it lasted a few years. So yeah, I played some weird, well, niche games on PSP in particular for that, because I think I was the only one on my team that actually had a PSP. There is one on PSP, that must have been it then, yeah. Yeah, I was actually at the time where I played so many different games on my PSP, I forgot the names of half of them. And then every now and then somebody mentions the name and I think, oh, I did play that. Yep, I forgot. I have played one of the hack games. I can't remember which one, but I know I have. This is what I'm getting at by losing track. Because also on the PSP there was a lot of weird visual novel games. I want to say weird, that sounds judgmental. Some of them weren't weird, but what I mean is they were niche. Some of them were really weird. Some of them were probably you should end up on a list for playing weird. Yes, weird. Phantasy Star Portable 1 and 2. Yeah, I definitely played one of those. Oh, hello. Sneaky, sneaky. What we're looking for is something that drops over here, but there's a player there and it's occasionally a little bit rare. So if it's not up there, you'll get it later. Yeah, that's my thinking game. Yeah, there was some weird stuff on the PSP. It was an interesting job. It was kind of weird. There were definitely times where you'd think, you know, you'd be trying to review a game while quietly going, yeah, but I'm judging whoever wants to own this game. Okay.
Thank you, Yellas, for subscribing for 1 month.
Thank you.
Yells just subscribed.
Thank you, Yellows. Thank you for the first time Prime sub. That's really kind of you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. We had, if you saw the pause, that was because it popped up on my activity feed and it didn't pop up on the TTS, and I was a bit Excuse me? But thank you so much, Yellows. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Danganronpa was, I know the name, I don't know, I suspect I murdered the pronunciation there, was a PSP game in Japan that got ported over to the Vita in the West. That was the other thing, the Vita continued the reign of the PSP, where it had a whole bunch of niche games and some really cool JRPGs, and then it kind of flopped, didn't it? I loved the Vita, and it had the Vita had such a nice looking screen. It was so much nicer to play than the PSP. Oh, that's what we're looking for. That's quick. Quick, let's run over there before everyone else gets there. Quick, 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 quick. Get distracted, chat. Your pronunciation was great. Oh, wow, I'm in awe of that. This is the thing people don't tell you about streaming. You have to pronounce some strange things. Sims 2 PSP game with one. I haven't played that, but I know it's quite different from the PC one, isn't it? Because I was lucky I had a decent PC for playing The Sims 2, so I didn't consider it on the PSP. But in many ways, I still think The Sims peaked at The Sims 2. The Sims 2 had some really weird expansion packs, and it was just well done without being a little bit too excessive. The Sims 3, I don't really remember a huge amount about, and The Sims 4, I do like The Sims 4, but for me, 2 was the pinnacle. Especially The Sims 2 Pets. Okay, how are we doing on the... Well, the killing. We'll say the killing. I forgot to accept the quest. Here we go. It was kind of brutal going, how are we doing on the killing? I mean, we've just gone into this camp and just killed everything that moves. Did they deserve it? We don't know. I suppose if I'd read the story of the quest log, maybe we'd find out if they deserve it. But I do feel like I'm infringing on their territory and just killing them for the sake of it. I don't know if morally that is great, chat. I mean, I'm doing it. I want to level up. I have morals in real life. Genuinely love them all, but Sims 2 is probably my favourite. Sims 3 is very underrated. Maybe that's why I don't remember it. I have played it. I think The Sims 2 came out at a point in my life where I had more time, and then The Sims 3 passed me by. The original Vita was and still is excellent. Having an OLED screen back then has made it age nicer than 240p LCD screens for 3DS. Yeah, I mean, my OLED screen, any OLED screen looks wonderful. But it was a bit of a revelation on the Vita because you didn't really get them elsewhere. I don't think you got them anywhere else, did you? I just remember always being really surprised at stories about the weird shit that could happen in Sims 2 of all the expansions. I only ever played vanilla. Sims 2 can get really weird. Spoofy streamed a lot of... Was it Sims 2 or was it... No, Spoofy has streamed Sims 2 and it gets wild. There's some very strange combinations that can happen. And like you said, the stories. I love the stories that come from The Sims. It's so imaginative and frequently unhinged. I'm enjoying this little bit of levelling, chat. This is... It's that nice comfort where I'm achieving a lot quite quickly. And it's not too challenging, but it's also not tediously dull. It's nice and steady. Speaking of Phantasy Star Online, I saw recently, because people are still playing it and Sega didn't really expect people to still be playing it 25 years later, people have been able to get rare drops in a game that have a drop rate of 23,000 to 1. And as you can imagine, they're getting breaking games they didn't plan, did they? In a weird sort of way, WoW is a bit like that. I mean, I've interviewed the developers behind it, and they're all confidently there going, oh no, we planned for it to last 20 years. And then you'll talk to somebody else and they'll be a bit, no, we didn't really expect it to last 20 years. We're delighted, so we've come up with loads of ideas, but we didn't really see it coming. Because why would you ever see it coming? Thank you for the follow. we have anonymous follows here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Makes me think of a mini boss card drop rate, which was like either 100k to 1 or 1 million to 1. It was insane. Ow. But yeah, I think basically any MMO developer who says they're planning for the next 20 years is, or they planned for the next 20 years, they're either, if you're doing it at the start of a game coming out, you're being overly ambitious and you probably need to walk before you can run. If you're the people behind WoW who are 20 years later going, oh yeah, we definitely planned for it, just be honest. Say you didn't expect it to be going so well, but you're delighted. That's the best thing to do. Because you can kind of see the joins a little bit. And that's fair. No, I mean, you're never going to go into that thinking this game's going to last 20, 25 years. Because why would you? There's a lot of live service games that say they plan for 10 years and don't even last 5. Yeah. I can't imagine people planning 20 plus years ahead and developing MMO. No, I think it would be too ambitious. Also, I think you'd make mistakes because you'd start being a bit, oh, it's fine, well, yeah, we can do this slowly. And yeah, you've got to walk before you can run. Like anything in life. Like, imagine if you went into a relationship and men were a bit, oh, we'll be together for decades, so I don't have to do this yet. You know, I can pace myself, you know. Don't do that, it won't last. Although I do think these days, the WoW developers are thinking with 5, 10 years ahead. Because I think they've learned. It'll be interesting if they'll... I mean, I really hope they will need to. But on the other hand, it will be interesting to see if... I don't know. I reckon WoW will last 10 years. I reckon it could last longer than 10 years, but that's a weird thought. Actually, if a game I started playing when I was just 20... Imagine if it was still around in 10 years' time. That would be insane. Hey Chid, how are you doing? Kind of crazy at Worm Online is still going and still being developed. Yeah, I'm really pleased it is. I know I haven't played it. Hey Rimbella, good plan. But I love seeing games last, basically. It can only be a good thing if people love games so much that they stick around for that long. What have you caught? An octopus? That's an octopus, right? An epic octopus. Nice job. Yeah, things are going well. Had a bit of life stress, but to be honest, streaming this has kind of lifted my mood, which is good. Yeah, but... The octopus... I think octopus might have eaten other octopi. Can't believe Final Fantasy XI is still going. Even though technically it's not really the same game. When you start as a new player, since you don't really have to rely on having to group up with real people now, you get to the end game content. Yeah. But it's good it is evolved. Because ultimately, it's all these games are going to evolve. I mean, I know we have WoW Classic here. But that's a relatively new addition. Otherwise... we just kind of dealt with WoW retail. Hey, you can remove the annoying rocks in Whiskerwood. Oh, I'm glad. I like Whiskerwood a lot. It's very cute, but also a good strategy game. Or base building game. Life stress blows. Hope it's resolved or will be soon. Yeah, hopefully. I should find out soonish. Yeah, it's been a weird year on my life stress front. A kind of irritating one. I was thinking yesterday, actually, about how the year's gone, and it's weird. I feel on the one hand like it's been a kind of good year, but on the other hand, there's been a lot of things to test me. Which I suppose arguably is just how life works, but it would have been nice to have less on the testing front. Let's hand in some quests while we're here. I'm also a huge fan of people getting private servers. I saw recently with the City of Heroes MMO. I liked City of Heroes. But the developers of a private server actually bought the rights to the game. Wow. That is good going. I remember playing City of Heroes for a while. It was good fun. It was never going to be kind of top-end MMO, but I could see why people played it and why they care enough to keep playing it. Definitely kind of sped by. I think for me it's been good, it didn't stick around long. Yeah, I get you. I think for me, I've learnt a lot. I think, cliche alert, I feel like I've become more of a person I would like to be this year. Now, shall we? Yeah, we might as well. But on the other hand, I would like to... I'm fine with it going away. It's, yeah. I'm pleased with what I have achieved while going... Go away 2025, you could have done better. I deserve better. WoW Online inevitably shutting down will be interesting. I'm pretty sure the dedicated players will buy the game to keep it going in that event. Yeah, I would have thought so. I hope so. Presumably, though, it's not going to shut down anytime soon, though. Seems like it's doing okay. Well, I suppose it depends on funding and external factors, not necessarily how popular it is. City of Heroes, I played that once and loved it and wanted to buy it, but then when I finally had the adult money and remembered it, it wasn't around. That's the problem with MMOs. If you don't get them at the right moment, you just lose it all. I think, did I review it way back when? I might have. Because again, particularly when I did a lot of voluntary reviewing, so I didn't get paid to build my portfolio, which, by the way, is kind of not the best practice, but it was the dumb thing in my day. Because exposure is money. Exposure pays your rent, it does not. But anyway, when I did some voluntary stuff, I often used to get MMOs to review, because everyone else hated MMOs. So that was quite good. I loved them. Really gone fast this year for me. And to think I was stressing just before Christmas last year on my house completing the day before the solicitors closed for Christmas. Oh, that was cutting it fine. I mean, luckily it worked out, but yeah. Ultimately, I feel like that is a good story to remember. As in, it's good to think, will this still be stressing me out in a year's time? Will it still be bothering me? Sadly, some of the stresses I've dealt with the last 6 months or so, I have sadly then thought, no, that'll still bother me. Nah, I'll still be really pissed off about that. But there are certain things where you think, it'll work out. No sign of it. Yeah, I thought Worm Online seemed like it was doing well. City of Heroes was the one MMO I really gelled with. Many thousands of hours in it. I like it when an MMO clicks with you. I mean, obviously I have WoW. But not everyone clicks with WoW, so it's nice to have that moment where you just go, yeah, this is mine. Because they now have the rights to City of Heroes, they're fine with people streaming the game where before it was a little frowned upon. Who doesn't want the exposure of somebody streaming a game? That is weird. Maybe we should start playing it. Installed the Old Republic to actually give it a try once I'm done with my Knights of the Old Republic runs. I have never played the Old Republic, and I wanted to, and I didn't really realise it was still a thing. Because I loved the Knights of the Old Republic games. I have no idea how well they have aged. I loved them back in the day. I might have to try the Old Republic. Do you remember when Nintendo was super weird about people streaming again? Yeah, actually that is true. Nintendo is a bit... I think if it wasn't that Nintendo made such amazing games, I feel we would all be judging Nintendo way harsher than they get away with. Because it feels like as gamers on the whole, we all go, yeah, Nintendo are weird, but anyway, we love Nintendo. It's like they're holding us to ransom, or Stockholm Syndrome kind of wise. Because, yeah. As an example, I mean, having worked in the industry, Nintendo is even weird about providing you with... Well, when I used to get sent physical copies of games, because obviously you don't really get physical copies anymore, but they were the only company I ever dealt with that you had to return the game within about 2 weeks of receiving it. All other games companies would just send you a game and they'd never want it back. They just go, yeah, that's fine, it's yours, don't sell it. But yeah, if you want to give it to somebody, yeah, we don't really care, but don't make money out of it. They really couldn't care less. Nintendo, they would have a courier turn up on your door to deliver the game, and then you'd have already signed an email where it was, you will return it within 2 weeks, no matter what. And that always seemed a little bit weird to me. I did also once have a courier arrive on my doorstep at 7:30 a.m. on the 27th of December in freezing cold rain, and he looked so pitiful, and he was acting like he was delivering the most urgent thing in the world, and it was Mario vs. Donkey Kong, that puzzle game you got on the 3DS. Nintendo had some weird practices. I still believe Nintendo should stop making hardware and publish their games on other platforms. Oh, I don't think Nintendo will get on well with that. I don't think they could handle that. They have to be more important. I think they have to, yeah. I'm there saying I just cheered at a dead body. Never mind. Yeah, Nintendo need the accolade, don't they, at all times. Hey, can I come back? Stop evading. Thank you. I bet the courier felt like a right monkey. I see what you did there, plumbing the depths of that delivery. Everyone, you gotta clap for Lou. But yeah, that was just perfection. But yeah, Nintendo's a weird company. And yeah, they get away with more because of the games they make. And I'm saying that I'm part of a problem. I'm not there going, they're weird, so I'm never going to buy their stuff. Instead I go, oh look, they've made another remaster of something. I must buy it. Nintendo are very full of themselves, but they gave me Animal Crossing, so I live with it. Yep, that's what it comes down to. It's such an intrinsic part of my childhood, I kind of give Nintendo a free pass, but that might be a little bit like when... Isn't that a form of trauma bonding? Wouldn't that be the correct term? Actually, they haven't got any trauma. No, it wouldn't be the correct term. That kind of thing where, yeah, you're there going, well, this parent of mine is awful, but I love them because they're my parent. That is Nintendo. Oh, don't kill my pet. Kill my pet. Now I've got to run away. Sounds like I need to give a new Animal Crossing a try. I saw the sales figures for it recently. What the fuck, insane numbers. Yeah, but in part, cynical look, that's because it came out March 2020. And nobody had anything else to, well, I say that, I worked from home, but lots of people didn't have anything else to do. And everything was very bleak, and we all needed to make a nice little house in Animal Crossing and pretend everything was fine. And I think that helped a lot. I think March 2020 numbers are different. Hard to beat. I watched an interesting interview yesterday with the developer of the PS1 emulator Sony uses, and what it takes to get a classic game back on the market, even in digital form. And some of the things we have to jump through is crazy with publishers. Yeah, the games industry is really bad at retaining its own history. So much is lost. I got it just as everyone stopped playing. I think that was when I finally got into Animal Crossing. It was after everyone else had had their moment. One of the quotes he said that he couldn't name a publisher, but I can definitely see this being Activision for some reason. Yeah, it pays them. Oh true, I forgot I'd been out right in that time frame. Yeah, I think it helped a lot. I mean, I'm sure it would have done very well, but there were people I knew that didn't even play games that got into, bought a Switch and got into Animal Crossing. Because life was awful. In my case, I was effectively in lockdown for about another, to be honest, probably another year or two because of the health stuff. So that's probably why I got into Animal Crossing later. Got to pace yourself. March 2020, I was still hoping everything would be fine and I didn't actually have health problems. I lived alone at the time and worked from home, so Animal Crossing was the one thing keeping me going. Yeah. Living on your own in the pandemic must have been so much harder. I had my mum at least, although both of us were at very high risk of dying from COVID, so that kind of kept you on your toes. But on the plus side, my work practices never changed because I was working from home anyway, so at least I didn't have that upheaval. Congrats on not dying from COVID. Thank you. I'm really appreciative that somebody has noticed my efforts to not die. I did good. I should be able to put that on my CV. Dodged COVID. What we got? And technically, I've never actually had COVID. But I think I probably have. I have taken tests every time I've been really ill. I didn't have anything wrong with, well, I had Crohn's that was slowly trying to kill me, but I didn't ever get any viruses or anything until... Oh, this is going to go badly. Not the illness thing. Last year? Oh, the inventory full. Quick, just chuck that away. I know that was money, but let's get out of it. Go, go, go. Yeah, I didn't get ill. I had about 4 years where I didn't get ill. Thanks to shielding and masks and hiding away from the world. Wouldn't really recommend it, but... Yeah, since then I've had a couple of viruses, but tests have always come back negative, because in theory, if I ever do have COVID, I'll be able to get antivirals, because of immunosuppression. So I have to still keep testing if I'm ill. But so far, no. I had to be super careful as I was isolating as I had to visit my elderly mum. Yeah, that makes sense. Because in 2020, I was clearly ill, but I didn't really know with what. So I was very much under the idea of, no, I'm being extra careful because my mum was the one on immunosuppressants. But in reality, I think it probably would have killed me. So, because I didn't know I had Crohn's at the time. It was just, hey, I've got this weird thing where I have to keep going to the loo all the time, and it's probably fine. Oh, wait a minute, now I'm in agonising pain. That's probably fine. Wait a minute, I'm losing a lot of weight. Yes, probably, you get the picture. Little quote he said after talking to a publisher about getting a classic game he loved as a kid back on the market. We were going to do a 70-30 split. The developers would take on the cost of engine, which is one of the biggest ones, and this is what was said to him. So you emulate this game and we sell it for $6 and it sells, what, 10,000 copies. Why would we do that? We're making $2 billion. Come back to me when you can get 100 games all working with modern controls and enhancement. Why does this sound like Activision? Yeah, it definitely sounds like one of the big ones, doesn't it? It sounds like somebody is a company that is looking at a whole different level, isn't it? And don't say it too loudly because we're playing WoW, so nobody criticise Activision, they're all good, remember? But yeah, that sounds like their sort of thing. They're not the best on the morals. That'll be shorthand version. Because back, a few years back, remember when there were all the scandals, rightly so, about sexual harassment and bullying and all sorts of terrible things going on at Blizzard? I was writing a lot of games news at the time, and because also I hung around a lawyer, I knew about how to phrase the things to make it sound both interesting to the average games reader without us risking getting sued. So thanks to that, I got stuck with literally writing about every single awful allegation that came out of Activision Blizzard, and it was the bleakest thing ever, to the point that my editor would every now and then check in with me on Slack and go, I know this is really heavy, you okay doing it? If you're not, if this is starting to get too much for you, just let me know and I'll reassign you. And I didn't, because it was okay, but it kind of, when you go into the industry going, I'm going to write about new games and stuff, kind of kills the mood a bit when you start writing about the worst people on the face of the earth. But on the other hand, a nice bit of praise of, no, you're really good at writing about important legal stuff. I will catch up on chat in a moment. We're at a slightly hairy moment where I'm probably going after too many mobs at once. Oh, we're okay. Another issue of old games can be even figuring out who the hell owns the right. Yeah, that is a good point. Did I get that mana potion? I did. Cool. There can be separate people owning the rights to, e.g. the code, the art assets, the copyright and the set. Yeah. And music. Music is often a messy business. I mean, that's why we all can't easily play Guitar Hero now. Because for rights, we chaotic mess. Hey, oh, you did. I'm not going to collect your stuff. I just need 4 geomancers. That's all we need. This is going well, though. I'm pleasantly surprised at how well this is going. Another thing too, there was a game they were going to bring out and it was all done, everything was signed off, but there was some bit of music that was integral to the game and the guy who owned the rights to it died. Uh-oh. And we couldn't find who owned the rights after that, so it's been shelved indefinitely. Oh, that sucks. That's also going to suck for the people that put all the hard work into getting that far and then they have nothing to show for it. Because I've known a lot of game developers over the years. They deserve more accolade. Even when they make a bad game, they haven't set out to make a bad game. They are working as hard as they can, and it is really rubbish if you have nothing to show for it at the end. Oh, you got Wii versions of SingStar. Nice. I still have old versions of Guitar Hero. I can't remember if they're backwards compatible. Not even sure if the controllers are. But I loved those days where we were all singing and playing bits of plastic and pretending it was a guitar. Oh, I want to do one. Yeah, now. We only got 2 more to go. It won't take too long. Is he gone? Yeah. I also wanted to bring back some old Dreamcast games, but due to the developer dying, apparently, it's a little bit weird to do that in Japan. Legal nightmare. That's what we will call it. Let's pretend that's the official term. Oh, we meant to be killing a big dude over here. Probably that big dude.
It is too far away.
Can we now? I think we need to actually work on that.
Still recharged. Spell is not ready. Cannot
Hey, everyone, leave me alone. Get off of me. I'm just a humble hunter. Oh, we're gonna die. What did I say before, chat? You got a plan. I also wanted to bring back... Oh, sorry, yeah, Ripper. He didn't say the game, but I think I know what games he's on about. Which ones do you think, Jezza? You are better at old games than me. While we're running, what cheap stuff can I just chuck away because it's not really worth selling? Wait, yep, get rid of that. We want to keep the meat feed our little raptor dude. Okay. Saving all the linen cotton because I'm going to sell that at auction at some point, or maybe try some first aid. Never occurred. Yeah, it's a good use of time. I don't know where you carry it in ghost form, but probably don't think too deeply about the logic. I hope everyone's having a nice time zone. We'll go time zone. This has certainly lifted my mood because I was in kind of a bad mood this morning due to the car insurance hassle, which is starting to feel like a Halloween film where you think, oh, it's over. Oh, wait, no, it came back. Oh, it's over. It came back. And I was a little bit tempted to not stream because when you're in a bad mood, you're kind of, oh, I don't want to face the world. And then I thought, well, I'm definitely going to be in a bad mood if I don't stream. If I do stream, there's a chance I'll be in a better mood. So I gave it a shot, and it worked. Sunday, I like a Sunday. My Sunday, tomorrow, I'm going to go to a Christmas market, and I'm quite looking forward to it. I think ultimately, to be cynical, the Christmas market is going to end up full of tat and be a bit kind of underwhelming, but it's going to make me feel Christmassy, and that's going to be the main bit. That's what other player killed everything. Yeah, he's earned it. Blue Stinger and Ill Bleed are the games I think he was on about. Oh, I remember Blue Stinger. But yes, and all my pets not. Oh, I thought you would. Hey, pet, you're meant to sacrifice yourself for me, not the other way around. What you doing? True meaning of Christmas is tat. It kind of is, isn't it? Yeah. All that tat you don't really need, or tat you hang up on your Christmas tree. That's exactly how I feel about the Christmas market. There's a lot of tat, but it gets you in the Christmas spirit. I don't know if they do this near to you, but in Leeds they have a tent where you can get some hot chocolate. Yeah, they should have those kind of things. They'll probably have something weird, like... Oh, actually, what they have sometimes is they have some continental stalls. And they have things like Belgian waffles and... I don't know what the term is, but little tiny pancakes that are meant to be... something European. I don't know. It's batter. That's all I care about. Blue Stinger is also the meaning of Christmas, since it's technically a Christmas game. There we go then. What symmetry we have. Yeah, I might just let them. I might go back and get the few geomancers and then come back. I'm not that much of in a rush. I think my favourite Christmas game is that old Die Hard arcade rail shooter. Do you mean the Die Hard trilogy? I loved the Die Hard trilogy. That was a very fun game. Nothing better than hearing some lovely Christmas themes while shooting and kicking mutants. Yeah. I'm just solidly in the... I'm having Christmas now. There's just slightly over a month to go, and I'm ready to just... Yeah. It's November, I know. And I entirely get the people that go, it's too early. But I don't care. That is what it's coming down to. Is he just clear? Is he after the big guy, or... I kind of hang around. Hello, Hunter. To be honest, it's all XP. Can't think of any games I played that were specifically set at Christmas. Did Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy happen across Christmas or just winter? That's a good point. I remember it being snowy, but that doesn't mean it's Christmas. He is aggroed way too much for it. I probably had... Oh, I always wanted to play Christmas Lemmings, but again, no Amiga, so I just heard about these things. I used to love that game. Die Hard Arcade is actually... Oh yeah, the arcade is the beat 'em up, isn't it? I was thinking of a trilogy, which is third person, then first person, well, railgun shooter, and then driving crazy taxi kind of thing. I also loved Operation Lemmings, which involved shooting, parachuting lemmings with a machine gun. I'm pretty sure it was unofficial. I hope it was unofficial. That is cruelty to lemmings, even given what has happened to them before. Those poor lemmings, they deserve better. Christmas Nights into Dreams is also an excellent game, very relaxing with great music. Yeah, where is Akira? Akira needs to come back for the Saturn chat. He's probably making himself a really big mob. That's fine. I don't really care. I think they were there first anyway. Kira's probably making a spectacular, hopefully brunch by now rather than breakfast, but who knows. Yeah, I never played Nights into Dreams due to the aforementioned lack of sand. But I remember hearing a lot about it. I think I'm just gonna grind out killing these guys. Get that guy's tusk. Greenig's Gnarl Snout. And yeah, it's all XP. I am far too laid back a WoW player, aren't I? I need to be raging and going, they stole my mob, except they didn't. It just they happened to be around at the same time, but they stole it. Made me want to play my Saturn today. Damn him, but not really. I think after this stream, I'm going to build some Lego. I haven't done any Lego in a long time, and I still have my Sherlock Holmes book not to finish. And I think it will be a nice calming activity to do while I'm still prone to being stressed about things, and Lego is nice and straightforward. You just follow the instructions, all is well. Sorry, got distracted by something out the window. Not that I'm like a cat. You are not stealing my mob. I have been waiting here.
It is too far away.
He sold. It's not going to pop just yet anyway, because for one thing, the other body is still there. But I've got a feeling this guy is going to be a dick about it. It's the area in which they just ran and just waited. They didn't bother clearing the area. They're just waiting. I wonder if when it spawns, if I then go to invite them, if they've got the advantage, whether they will accept the invite. That is the true test of a decent person.
Inventory is full.
Yep, and that's why you got to clear the area. Just turn into Gollum for a split second like other WoWs. I probably should, yeah. I think he's just gone AFK. Oh, this is leaving me a moral dilemma, isn't it?
I cannot carry anymore.
Yeah, I kind of keep an eye on it. The attitude makes me uncertain whether I kind of want to help. Built the Animal Crossing airport last week, and it was so relaxing. Forgot how good Lego is. I love the look of Animal Crossing stuff. I haven't bought it, but it looks, yeah, it's going to be a close one. He is definitely, he's just randomly gone AFK or something, isn't it? Yeah, I love the Animal Crossing Lego. It looks so much fun, but I haven't bought any yet, but I might do. Okay, well, the minion did its job, but I still think they're AFK. I was unfortunately a Bionicles fan as a child, which thinking back, I wish I would have liked Lego, because Lego is still around and Bionicles is dead. It is dead. Oh, wow, you can tell this is the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday, can't you? But yeah, that one is definitely AFK. Okay, I'm going to be focusing because I think it's going to respawn soon. It's riveting stream content here, isn't it, chat? Just me staring. Oh, that one's going to die. It's not hardcore. They ran into a bunch of mobs and then went AFK. That's a dumb move. Yep. If it was hardcore, it might have been different. I would have saved them, because hardcore is kind of... You gotta look out for people doing hardcore, right? Rip Bozo, yeah, it's just... what you doing? You gotta do a little... You know, I don't want to victim blame, but you have got to look out for yourself a little bit, haven't you? He could have ran up one of the mountainsides or something to if he was going to go AFK. I don't really trust the Tauren, but if it spawns, I am going to do the right thing. And if I get the hit first, I am going to invite him to a group. I wonder if he'll do the right thing for me. Okay, then he wasn't AFK, he's just an idiot? Because he is now just... Oh, is it somebody botting? I bet it is. I don't know. There is something weird there. And I don't know what. I'm feeling uncertain, chat. If we miss this spawn, because... Hold on. No, they're not together. Interesting. Okay, well, we're making a group with these guys. So at least that's about done. But what was the plan? I thought I'd fished break. I did think that was breaking my tension. You did a good job. I apologise, I am not paying attention as much as I should. Although I am paying better attention than them to look out for the mob we are all waiting for. What is... You don't get WoW players like you used to, do you?
Inventory is full.
Eating chips while playing WoW, that's my... Yeah, actually that's quite a good theory. Where are we going to have... Okay, up there. Cool, we'll go up there. We will hand stuff in. We will probably slowly unwind after the bit where I forgot to blink. What did you catch? A black red-eye weighing 38 kilos. Whoa. Enjoy the ballet, Lou, and I hope you have a great time at the birthday party tonight as well. Sounds like you have a really nice Saturday planned. So yeah, have a good one. And I will see you very soon. Lovely to see you, as always. We could have less distractions back then, probably. I am aware. When, after I do, because I am thinking ahead now, thinking, well, we'll wind up quite soon. And then I have a nice little big cake I bought from a shop recently. That was a weird put. I bought it from a shop this morning. That sounded oddly, I was like a politician's answer. I bought a piece of cake from a shop recently. I bought a bit of cake literally a few hours ago before the stream. So I'm going to have that. And I'm going to do my Lego. I think I might, oh, we need you. I'm gonna do my Lego. I'm gonna do the Sherlock Holmes book nook. I think I've only got a few bags left, so I'm gonna finish it. And then
I cannot carry anymore.
we need space. I am gonna watch Spoofy stream, because I know Spoofy is gonna be streaming very soon. In probably about an hour's time. So I will catch up on that. And yeah, try and unwind. Because yesterday was meant to be all about unwinding, and it kind of was, and then it got completely ruined by the news about the car. So I want to get back on track. And then tomorrow is going to be all Christmassy. I'm saying it in a slightly aggressive, it will be Christmassy, whether you like it or not. I should probably work on some Christmassiness on the stream, actually, shouldn't I? We might bung a Christmas tree somewhere in the corner. And bring back the Christmas emotes. I think we still have one Christmas emote that I just left because it was fun. How are they not dropping hooves? What am I doing to them that means they have no hooves left? I'm worried, chat. Am I the bad guy? Ooh, we have 69 kills to the next level. Nice. Exactly. Been a good stream, because I haven't played a huge amount of WoW on my stream, but I've gained nearly 2 levels. That, and look at all those completed quests. We might do a little rush around to complete some quests. Oh, yeah, sorry. I know I need to sell stuff. Stop killing me, game.
Thunder.
Yeah, let's head down to Ratchet and then we'll probably cut back up here. Hand in some quests. I don't know if I've got enough to level up, so we probably won't quite level up. But it'll be a good start for the next stream. Because Monday there will be more of this. Also, Walk for Frog. I think secretly Walk for Frogs is going to be... I'm assuming it's not going to be particularly expensive. If it's not, I think it's going to be a nice little game for most people. Seem pretty cute. Oh, raptors, we need your heads. If you can give me your head without dying, that's fine, but I don't think you can. And if you can, that's probably horrifying and I will need to kill you because you're terrifying. At least they did drop a head. Because it's WoW, it's an MMO, there's no guarantee they're going to drop obvious stuff like their head. Or in this case, their hooves. I mean, if we need 4 hooves off of a zebra kind of thing... Now, I don't want to sound a bit like that, but they have 4 legs. Should they not be dropping 4 hooves every single time? So yeah, we'll head down to Ratchet, do whatever the guide wants us to do. Let's get another raptor. And then we will probably find a lovely person to raid out to. But we're at a nice solid... Could keep going. We'll see. Oh wait, no. We want to make room for that. Does make you wonder how a raptor was holding onto a precious gem. Ooh. We're walking amongst a bunch of lions and hyenas. Okay, we're going into peak Lion King territory. Hakuna Matata, chat. Hakuna Matata. Okay, please drop a hoof. I'm going to try not to pulverise your legs. Nope. Okay, your legs got pulverised. I assume I did something terrible. Oh, the nays. I feel bad about the nays, but we have got a hoof. So I only feel a little bit bad, but honestly... Oh, the nays. Oh, is it frozen? It keeps doing that and I don't know why. There you go. We'll hide it for now, but I don't know why it keeps doing that. I think I'm going to have to change to a different service. Because I don't... I wonder if maybe actually, I wonder if it has a limit. I wonder if it only allows a certain amount of chat messages per hour or something. But thank you. Thank you, Zest. don't worry, Zest. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you soon. It's lovely to have you here, and thank you for the gift sub to Ice Cream, Ice Cream, Ice Cream. Well done, whoever it was that went, you know what, I really love ice cream. I'm just going to call myself Ice Cream, Ice Cream, Ice Cream. Ah, somebody's already got that. I'm going to add an extra M. But yeah, take care, Zest. There are a lot of zebras. None of them are going to have hooves, I bet you. Oh, they make such sad... ooh. How is it carrying a cloak? Sounds are quite awful, aren't they?
Still recharging.
And we got ourselves a cloak. Yay! No hooves though. Running low on arrows as well. So we will probably head to Ratchet, sell all our spare belongings. Why did we Chocobo cross the road? He was going on a walk. Good one. I like it. Yeah, we will sell all our bits and pieces, collect up some quests, and then we will probably call it for, yep, a little flight path. Call it for one day. We've done well. And for somebody who wasn't particularly keen on streaming, we turned it into a good one. So thank you all. That is all thanks to you. Oh, let's get you.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, inventory full. Let's check something out. Too lazy to walk over and sell stuff. Yes, I thank you all, because I was a bit like that about streaming. I was a bit in a bad mood, and then thought... It's about trade-off, isn't it? When you're in a bad mood and you can't work out if people will help or make you grumpier in some way, or whether you just need to hide or let it out. And you all have been a wonderful benefit that has made me feel a lot better about everything. So thank you all. Let's head over here. Snooze ads. Hate it when ads kick in just before I'm gonna wrap up in a minute. Oh, ads.
Time is money, friend. Have a good one. Be good.
How we doing? Yep, that's gonna be nice, because then Monday we can level up pretty quick, and then we can go collect our level 12 and level 14 quests all in one nice quick swoop. The stream has been a lovely addition to my Saturday mornings. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I'm glad it has. I try particularly on Saturday to be kind of chill, unintrusive vibes, because I know often when I'm watching Sunday streams, I'm usually kind of pottering around the house doing bits and pieces, and yeah, it's nice to have sort of background music, so to speak.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
So yeah, that's always the vibes I try and go for. Let's sell whatever isn't going to sell at auction. Because definitely we want to make some money. That might make some money actually, that Shadow Wand. Okay. Let's get it tidied. We don't want to buy 20 fish, that is excessive. Okay, I think we are a good place to stop for now. We have done well. We were level 11. We basically gained 2 whole levels in the time, because we were at the right kind of stage where, yeah, now we're 2/3 of the way to 14. Good progress. I'm happy with that. Again, ads? No, go away. Excellent stream as always. You go enjoy your Lego. Yep, that's the plan. I will put some pictures up on Discord when I finish the book nook, because today is going to be a good day to finish that, I think. Let's just leave me dancing while I catch up on all the thank yous and everything. So thank you all for being here, whether you were chatting or lurking, or there's not really an in-between, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the raid, Yuki. That was a lovely way to start the stream. Yuki has probably long gone now. But yeah, thank you all for being here. And the weird Hugar cards. Those Hugar cards were kind of weird today, weren't they? Yeah. My watch streaks. Thank you, Akira, for the resub. Thank you, Zest, for the 1 month to Ice Cream, Ice Cream, Ice Cream. Thank you to Yellas for the first time sub with Prime. Massive thank you for them. I've got some hype in. Thank you for the mods for modding. And thank you for the bits, Miss Raichi. I think I've caught up on my thank yous. Yeah, let's head over to see somebody. Who can we go see? As always, I try to raid out to people. It is always tempting to basically raid out to... You kind of get into the habit of raiding out to the same people all the time. And I'm trying to be a little bit more varied. And it's tough because I know lots of people. Well, if I know them. I follow a lot of people. So let's find somebody we haven't raided in a little bit. I think... Let's head over to V. V is lovely and she raided us not too long ago. And she is playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, so that's nice and cozy stuff. Let's get the details up for her in case you get lost in a raid, because lately I found I've been dropping off of some raids lately. I don't know why. So there is V. She's playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and she's a really kind-hearted and just really... She does a lot of JRPGs, a lot of Persona, a lot of Final Fantasies, that kind of thing, but she is a new player to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think I own Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I've forgotten to play it in a long time, so she might inspire me to go do that. Yeah, and thank you all. I'm glad you all enjoyed Walk the Frog. It was a cute little game. I'm definitely going to be getting in touch with the game developers because I would love to play more. Let's get some raid messages up.
I'm starving!
First one is for subscribers. Second one is for followers. I'm kind of starving. I'm going to have my cake while I do my Lego. But yeah, I'll post some pictures up later on the Discord of how I do. But yeah, let's head over to V, and I will see you all very soon. I will be back Monday. Actually, I forgot. Let's get the Discord up too, if you want to see the schedule. But I will be back Monday with some more World of Warcraft Classic. I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, whether you're at the start of it or you're already into Sunday. And I will see you all very soon. But yeah, Monday, 11 AM UK time. So kind of the same kind of time as we started this stream. 30 minutes difference, because I have a little bit of work to do on Mondays, which is a blessing, kind of. But yeah, see you all soon, and take care.
I have to find Goofy, but at the same time,